Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's going on with the family on this Good Friday? Y'all already know we back to get boxing. It's just do build on this good boxing, how we always do, how only we could do. You know, so giving boxing is just do is a good fight that I'm willing to fight, y'all. We gonna keep fighting that good fight, you know. But y'all already know, man, you catch this on the playback, smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, come build with the fam. How y'all feeling today? My boxing mom is in the building. First one in the building. Barbara D, how you feeling? Peace and blessings, queen. Skills, my brother. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Zach B, my guy. What's good with it? All things in the building. Creole the Traveler. Adrian Molina, my guy. What's good with it? Lonnie Lee, JVT family. Ace, all love family. Mike Mazak, my bro. Thrill Hill, Judah Ben on the ones and twos. Millen Films, what it do, fam? Jordan Smith, what's good? You bars for show. Mark West, what it do? D for the win, my guy. What's good with it, bro? Omega Red in the building. How y'all feeling today, man? We gonna cook for a little bit on this Good Friday, man. The weather is nice. The birds chirping. You know, content creators still lying. Oh man, we gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. You know, this card coming tomorrow. Like I said, this fight week. Anytime we got a good card, good fight week, I try to speak on the card the entire week. You know, I think I've been trying to do that with the Crawford and Madrimov card. Like I said, every day is something different. You know, different takes. You know, people really feel like, Bud, the size is really gonna make a difference. I just don't think so. Bud came in at 153.4 or something like that. That dude more than ready, man. He about to go in there and paint a Picasso. He about to paint a Picasso on his ass. Watch. I don't think Father Time showing up. They talking about hurting him in the 5th, 6th round. Show me, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Terence Crawford been looking unbeatable damn near. So you got to show me. You already know, Barbara D. You know how a content creator still lying. Nah, it's like that, man. You know, I get it, man. We want everything when we want it. You know, I get all that, but you know, I that's why it doesn't hurt to have, you know, relationships with people behind the scenes and get little bits of information. Like I said, with this information with you know, the Shakur and Tank stuff, it's been going back and forth. Like I said before, it's a lot to consider when you talk about that fight because it's a very risky fight for both parties involved. What I hate about it most is when people talk about it, they act like the risk is just on one side. Oh, it's just on one side. This guy gonna get knocked. Nah, that shit is risky for both parties involved, and both teams involved know that. So if you just thinking, right, that's the kind of fight that when it happens, I don't think it's gonna come off the back of a fighter pulling out, if that makes sense to y'all. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like when they fight, the focus is going to be him from the start to the finish, or the focus is going to be one another from the start to the finish, if that makes sense, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's going to be, oh, this didn't happen, so now you next. Like, I just don't feel like that risk is going to be taken on either side under them type of circumstances. That might sound crazy or like a stretch to people, but just watch and see what happens and see if I don't be more right when it actually do happen. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be less fluff surrounding it, less you know, BS, less narratives. Why I say that? Because you got two real fighters, you got two real teams that truly believe in the talent that they pushing. And when you have that, you got guys that's willing to fight anybody. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. But you know, Core broke his silence, so to speak. Did a couple interviews, man. I'm the clip king. I got a couple of them. He kind of spoke briefly on the situation, was kind of let me know what I already knew anyway. You know what I'm saying? But it's always better for people to hear from the horse's mouth rather than any second or third party. You know what I'm saying? Rome, what it do, family? He said it's going to be a great card. Smell a few upsets. Don't think Crawford going to be one of them, no. He looking just as big as Madrimov. Tell him, man. Tell him, Rome. They keep talking about his power, his speed, his power. He big. What Buzz say? What Buzz say, man? What Buzz say, man? Hold on. Where Buzz at? What Buzz
A lot of people forgetting that I punch hard and I'm strong too. You know, a lot of people is overthinking this whole fight. Like, he's the bigger guy, he's the stronger guy since I'm moving up in weight. But we always have them same questions from Jeff Hearn to Errol Spence to Benavidez, all these big guys, you know, that's naturally bigger than me. When they get in the ring with me, everybody say, wow, Terence Crawford is stronger than we thought. You know, and I think here Saturday, people are going to be saying the same thing.
Man, hey, man, you hear him, man? I'm big, I'm strong too. I could punch too. You dig, but he ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying about nothing he's saying. That's why I say, man, he coming to win. He coming to do what he always do. It's a difference between a guy selling you the fight and a dude talking some real stuff. They said all of the same things. When he got in there with Jose Benavidez, that dude like 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Bud like 5'8". They said it, man. He went in there and chopped his ass up. Jeff Hearn, we just seen how he mauled, you know, Manny Pacquiao. He was physical, throwing Manny around. Y'all remember that? He had Manny looking bad in that fight. Get what I'm saying? He getting there with Terence Crawford, and he can't even move Crawford off his square. I know y'all remember that fight because that was his first one there at 47. I know y'all remember. Yo, but Jeff Hearn couldn't even move. He couldn't even budge Bud Crawford. He got little boy. Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford beat the hell out of Jeff Hearn, bro. Yo, he treated Jeff Hearn like a kid in there. He started whooping on his ass, bro. And that's right after him coming off a win over Manny Pacquiao. So he beat him when he was at his absolute best, chopped him up, stopped his ass. He broke him, man. He broke his will, man. BN Boxing News, my guy. How you feeling, bro? Good to see you. As always, one of the hardest working men and that I know, you know. Shout out to my guy BN Boxing News. BVO, what it do, family? I think Pacquiao was cheating at Jeff Hearn fight. Yeah, I always say, you know what I said, BN, you know what that was? That was them, in my opinion, essentially getting some get back. And the get back that they got was, if you remember, it was years and years ago, he fought a guy named Nadal Hussein or something like that. Pacquiao did, and they robbed Nadal Hussein. You look on my channel, I got a video on it. The referee he openly admitted to cheating for Pacquiao, and like, it was a cut by a punch, and he said it was a clash of heads. It was a bunch of stuff, ruling knockdowns. He gave Pacquiao mad time to recover after he got knocked down. It was a lot, yo. He was cheating his ass off, and the fact that he admitted to it was disgusting. But my point being, they did that for Pacquiao. They said that the money was with Pacquiao. It made more sense for Pacquiao to win that fight. The referee was like, Nadal Hussein was bigger, stronger. He was more of a threat. He just was the better fighter, but they found a way to, give it to Pacquiao and stop the fight, gave Pacquiao the win. And that dude was from Australia. That was an Australian fighter. If you fast forward all those years later, if you look at Jeff Hearn, he fought over there, and that was an Australian fighter. So I felt like they honestly got their get back from Manny getting, from them, robbing they guy all them years ago. Let's talk fashion, my guy, JBT family in the building. My guy, Remo, what it do, man? The vision in the building. Salute to my bro, Mike Mazak, always supporting the grind in that cash app. Much love, much appreciation.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Much love to my bro Mike. So yeah, man, that was them getting their little get back. Favorite G's, what it do, fam? They got their get back. All them years later, they ain't forget. They lined Pacquiao ass up. They say, yeah, we got him. Jeff Hearn was in there mauling Pacquiao. I was like, damn. He treating the legend. He treating the Filipino legend all types of rough, man. He was roughhousing Manny in there. He did whatever he had to win, but I honestly think they kind of took that from Pacquiao. Just being honest, I still think he beat him, but I think he allowed the fight. Not that he allowed, Jeff Hearn made the fight way more tougher than what Pacquiao is used to, because he made the fight physical. And if Pacquiao's strong, but he's not the biggest physically strong guy. He, fast and punches hard, but he ain't no guy that's gonna be muscling you around with his weight and stuff like that, because he got a small frame. That's just not what he do. So, Jeff Hearn took advantage, kicked his ass. Opulent LDTV, blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? So, some people feel like, tonight, or should I say tomorrow night, that Madrimov is going to be Crawford's toughest test. Now, look, I can understand why people saying that. I think a big part of that is because he's moving up in weight. But I'm going to keep saying that. I think people putting too much stock into the size of Madrimov and too much stock into the weight. Terence Crawford came in there ready, man. If you look at him, he ripped up. He looked like he already been at that weight. You get what I'm trying to say? This dude been working way before he had a fight schedule. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think he been acclimated low key. You know what I'm saying? With this working that he was doing, this working he been putting in. So I don't know, man. I just don't see the size being that much of an issue. I see the skills overshadowing any size deficit that he may be at. You get what I'm saying? I don't see too many scenarios where that's a tough fight for him. I mean, too tough of a fight for him, should I say. You know what I mean? And size is not everything, especially when you skilled like that. Banks, the boxing fan, my guy, was good with it. Tim Stoudemire in the building. Gertz, what it do, fan? How you feeling? So, it still remains to be seen what his toughest fight to date was going to be, because, again, in his last fight, we seen a man in 47, which was against Errol Spence. People felt like that was going to be his toughest fight. You get what I'm saying? And he made it his easiest. So, again, we just got to see what Madrimov really present and bring to the table that Crawford haven't seen. And that's the thing. Other than his kind of unpredictable, somewhat nature that he has, I just don't think he'll be too much of a puzzle. You get what I'm saying? I think it's going to be business as usual for Bud. And I think, I'm going to be looking to see if he could put the punches together late to get this dude up out of here, because I know he ain't got no quit in him. But you got to beat the fight up out of him, man. They looking about the same size. Yeah, Madrimov might carry a little more muscle, but that shit only going to kind of work against him. You get what I'm saying? I don't see that shit working for him. Like, what you think? And this is what I'm saying. Terence Crawford, when he said that every time he go up against somebody, they end up saying he's stronger than I thought, he's not lying. They all say that. And again, we know what his punching power is, and we know he got power in both hands. He's a two-handed fighter. But it's not just the power. He's strong. He has strength. Like, he's physically strong. And when I heard Errol Spence after he fought him, was like, man, that dude's strong as hell. I knew something. Like, gotta think, Errol Spence fought a lot of people, man, and fought Kell Brook got some size to him. That's a strong physical dude too when he want to be. But nah, Bud Crawford was something different. That was something different to him. So all I'm saying is, I just don't think you could account for his strength on paper, and I think he's gonna be right at home. And like I said, business as usual. Yeah, man, I can't wait for this boxing tomorrow, girls. It's gonna be a great card, I believe, man. I'm gonna be happy to just enjoy the boxing. I mean, want to see the absolute best get brought out of Bud. Please press the issue of telling them to fight Boots. Yeah, gotta see, gotta see Creole. And I look, as far as the Boots thing, Tim, Eddie Hearn, he's been adamant. He's on record saying, like, that's the fight that he want to see for Boots. You get what I'm saying? He said if Terence Crawford can't secure a Canelo fight, which for obvious reasons I don't think he will, because I don't think Canelo wants to challenge him, especially if Bud come out here and look spectacular too. On top of that, that's just one less reason for or one more reason for him not to fight him, should I say. So I just don't see it, and you just never know. You never know with the right offer, the right situation, and money. I don't know. I just think the question would be what weight would it be at? Because I don't think they could expect Crawford to come back down. You know what I'm saying? But a mutant, he different. Yeah, D for the win. Yeah, he a jack of all trades. This dude, he doing darts and everything. Darts, table tennis, bro, probably pencil fight, spoon fight. And Bud probably did everything. He wanted. This boy, man, I'm telling you, race to the end of the street type dude. Yo, Bud want to do everything. Arm wrestle. I'm telling you, dude, probably competitive and everything. He want basketball, football, soccer, hockey. That dude, the jack of all trades. Yeah, that fight. You know what? I wouldn't be completely bummed out about not getting Crawford and Boots if we can get Boots and Virgil still. I think that's an amazing fight for Boots and Virgil both. I think that's a great opportunity for both. I say this before, and I always say this. I always thought that Bud Crawford and Errol Spence would kind of pass him by, and a lot of that was, I think, dependent upon how fast they were able to get Undisputed put together, and we seen that took quite a bit. And even with the negotiations, it took a double back. And that took quite some time. So I think that kind of took those guys off the table for Boots, and it's at least in the immediate future, right? So I think that's the only way he gets one of those fights, if he has to go up. Even if, say Bud go out here, chop Madrimov up tomorrow night, and he can't secure a Canelo fight, because he's saying he can't secure that, then maybe a Boots fight is more realistic. But again, I think that dude gonna chase Fundoras or the winner of Fundora Spence. It's tough for me to see that fight right now because of the points that they're at in their career. It's like the Boots era is just beginning. Terence Crawford, even though his era, he just seemed like he just getting his full just due, but he's still at the tail end of things. So, I always consider that, and for that reason, I think they might just miss each other. But again, if we can get Boots and Virgil, I'm completely cool with that. You know what I mean? Because I always thought that was his Errol Spence. That was his Terence Crawford. If I could say that, if you get what I'm saying, that was his big fight, and it was supposed to be at 47. That's what we all probably felt like that before Virgil obviously found his way out of the division with, the health issues. So to say, Bud, a badminton champ, badminton, yeah. I'm telling you, Gertz, he doing darts, table tennis, pool, bro, doing everything. Mike Kirkland, my brother, how you feeling? Always good to see you in the building. You get what I'm saying, Tim? So I ain't gonna stay stuck on one fight. I'm with you. I would love it, and even Eddie Hearn still is throwing that out there as something that he would want to focus on if. And he even threw that out there because he's aware that, Crawford been on record saying he wanted Canelo fight, but he like, he can't get that. I would love to make that fight for Boots. I think that's the fight to make. And I agree. You get what I'm saying? But it is a ton of smoke at 54 too. So, my thing is not to cry over fights that don't happen. Like, I'm always going to clamor for them if they can happen. I'm always be willing to support them if we can get them. But, you know, I'm always thinking of the next man up because I know how boxing is, and we don't always get exactly what we want, but we get close enough. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? This dude in position to really chase down some more history in another weight class. So that's always an option too. You know what I'm saying? If you just look at things, if he was to win this fight and get a Canelo fight, that's a risky fight, man. That might deter or derail his potential to you know, snatch up even more legacy at 54. Because you got to think, you take one fight there and say hypothetically you win it and you was to get a Canelo fight. Now you jumping up to 68. However that fight play out, I just don't know we'll find you back down at 54 again, given how old, you know, where you at in your career. It's just risky. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? Marquis, what it do, family? How you feeling? So it's just a matter of opportunities, time, and where he wants to go at this point in his career. Like, what's his focal point? And we've heard some of what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think his focus is a Boots Ennis though. But he did say the young man is great. You know what I mean? Ramon, what it do, fam? He did say the young man is great. So, I mean, you always give him credit for that, man, because he realizes the threat that he is. And that's why he said he wanted to be paid properly if he's to fight that guy. So, just got to see. You got to see, man. I'm locked in to see what's next for Saturday. Like I said, tomorrow night should be a great night. Like a whole good card, man. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Eddie doing his thing as a promoter. He's shaking and moving. Eddie shaking and moving, man. He keeping things flowing, you know. But somehow get that Canelo. He's 100% retired after that. Yeah, that's the type of fight that might, you know, you might say, hey, you know what? Depending on how it play out, but like I said, I think that's less likely to happen due to Canelo and his unwillingness to challenge certain people, certain styles of fighters. I just don't think he'll want to deal with them. Whether he bigger than him or not, I just don't think he want to fight him. I don't think he interested for whatever reason, right? So again, Bud always got options at 54 to try to chase even more titles and see if he can be undisputed there before he hang him up, or, you know, maybe entertain a one-off type of Boots fight and figure something out there. Either way, you know what I mean? A good fight is a good fight. That's all I really care for. But I want to stay at 168 because he still look drained at 54. You think he look drained, Omar? Salute to you, bro. You think he look drained? I don't think so. I think Bud look good. Who think he look good at 54? Tony Reviews, what it do, fam? Said Bud would be willing to sell his El Canelo like so many fighters before him. Now Spark Bud is a stupid fight. Man, it's only stupid if you ain't gonna try to win, you know? It's only stupid if you try to protect it. Like, I just never seen him go in there and lay down for nobody, and I don't anticipate him doing it for Canelo. So whether, you know, him fighting Canelo back lead to him being knocked out, I know that's something that he could live with. Cornelius, what it do, bro? But beat Canelo easy work. I'm telling you, you know, people feel like he can outbox him. You know what I'm saying? And look, he got some of those qualities and traits of those type of fighters that get that dude fits. And a lot of what Canelo will be banking on is being the harder puncher, the bigger puncher, and trying to land one and get him out of there. Because skill for skill, tit for tat, you will be in for a tough fight. You will be in for a tough fight. God think you look at the size advantage he had over Amir Khan. We all see how it ended, but I see what was taking place before he made that mistake. If Bud goes out there and start putting it together on you, putting hands on you, right? You ain't got to worry about him making no mistake the way Amir Khan would. I'll never forget how that fight was looking. And I'm not saying that them two would get in there and it'd be the same thing, but hey, man, Amir Khan is just not on the level of Terence Crawford, man. And he was able to have a significant amount of success against Canelo before he got, you know, sent to the shadow realm. So I don't know. I ain't counting Bud Crawford out no matter who he's standing in front of, because like I said, he's determined. He's hella competitive, and he ain't never laying down. It's never going to be a fight he's in where he ain't trying to win and win impressively. Get what I'm saying? He ain't cool with just skating by. Bud standing on business when he in that ring, and he ain't just showing up for no check. Got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I've never seen him approach a fight that way. You know what I'm saying? That just, you know, that's just better for him. You know what I mean? The more money he can secure, better for him. But he coming in there to earn every dollar that he get. Yeah, he ain't gonna just try to survive. Yeah, he ain't gonna do like Charlo did. He just not gonna do it. His temperament is different, and just think he way too prideful. I felt that way about Charlo too, but it's much different circumstances too. You know what I mean? I already took losses before. Obviously, people looking at it as a money grab. Different situation where Terence Crawford is still undefeated and would be had he been going into that fight. So my thing is he gonna be fighting for something still, and he ain't laying down for his sentiment, bro. You know what I mean? He laying down for sentiment. That's why he on his top, because he like, I see something. He Mikey Garcia 2.0. He sees something in Nello. You know what I'm saying? He sees something. Big Dre, what it do, family? How you feeling? Yeah, it's high. It's definitely high. I think it was like 90. Let's say 90 something today. It was in the 90s for sure. But chasing for a reason, he knows a horrible style matchup. Never, if Bud thought the same of my boots, he would have went and got his belt back. Became 3 times disputed immediately. Right. I just feel like, I don't know. I think it's I would love to know, because I think it's a different situation if Boots is in the weight class where he at. I think one of the biggest roadblocks is Boots coming up. You get what I'm saying? Because he make his, if he was to jump up at 54, then people would immediately demand that fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing right there. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the issue of competing again at 147. I think the only person who's willing to fight there again was obviously Errol Spence. Outside of that, I don't think he's willing to obviously make that sacrifice. And Boots is very dangerous. Very. Bud knows he beats Nello. Bud knows he loses to Boots. You think so? I think Bud confident against anybody. And again, I think the biggest issue that Boots will run into against Terence Crawford is their mental approach, right? Boots is still young, fresh, much fresher, right? He's still in that phase where like his style is a lot more physically bruising and beating you down, right? Whereas Bud Crawford, slower pace of a fight down and surgically break you down, set things up behind the jab, go to the body, create openings, set traps, and break you down over time. Boots is not in a rush, but he ain't got no fill out round in him, right? He getting right to it. So that's the difference. He's looking to accelerate the pace. Bud is looking to slow it down. And I think that's important. And that's something that that's a quality, something that you need to have when you continue to move up there in competition and in level. Like, you got to be able to, there are going to be times where you might need to slow the pace of the fight down, right? You know what I mean? Create your openings differently. And right now, Boots just jumping on people and beating their ass, which is impressive and is dangerous. And he's just one of the best guys doing it. But against Bud Crawford, that could be problematic. You get what I'm saying? The biggest issue for me with Boots and Crawford is, he'll be willing to go for it in there and try to get his, right? His willingness to engage and be offensive. You got to think, if he created opportunities and openings for a guy like David Avanesian, just imagine Bud Crawford on the other end of you with those same opportunities to hit you. You get what I'm saying? Bud Crawford on the other end with the same opportunities that David Avanesian had, we probably having a different conversation. So, but what I will say, because it's only right and real to say, he wouldn't approach a fight with Bud the way he did with David Avanesian, that's for sure. So, you know what I mean? Maybe he might slow at fight at a slower pace. He might be forced to. You know what I mean? But it's going to always be a good fight any way you slice it. But it's hard to bet against Bud. But then again, it's like Boots is really every bit as dangerous as anybody right now. You talking about up and coming fighters, man, having the opportunity to really go out there and hurt you and beat your ass, man. Something crazy. I mean, so we'll see, man. We'll see. Dude got the IBF 154 IBF belt. Who he signed with. Are you talking about what's his name? Is it Mortazaliev you talking about, Tim? I think. Boots' mental approach ain't an issue. Nah, it's not an issue per se, right? But being so aggressive and eager, right? And on top of your guy, that Crawford being a great counterpuncher, that would create openings for him and opportunities, right? And like I said, you provide him with the same opportunities, similar opportunities that you provided David Evanesian with, it's probably a different conversation because you're talking about a way more cerebral fighter, way better puncher, sharper puncher. He places shots way better. He just hit harder, stronger, like everything you need. Like that's what Bud Crawford is. So all I'm saying is the same shots that Evanesian was landing. You don't want to have you don't want those shots to be available for Bud Crawford because he gonna pick you apart. Salute to my boxing mom in the building, Barbara D in the Cash App, just a little for you. That's always big for me. Much love to Barbara.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to Barbara D. Much love, man. Oh, doubt. Yeah, it'd be a hell of a fight. Yeah, classic. JJ, salute, fam. How you feeling? Boots be bored in the ring, right? You can't get bored in there with no Crawford because that'll cost you. Get bored with Crawford, but which I doubt, which I seriously doubt, you know what I'm saying? Which I seriously doubt that he find himself bored in there with a guy as dangerous as Bud Crawford. But like I said, man, it's not a fight people will get tired of discussing or clamoring for. I think the biggest issue right now would be the weight and make possibly money, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying I'm thinking if they want him to sacrifice and go back down to something, he definitely gonna want to be compensated for that. But I just don't see it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Saturday is gonna be a good night. We get to see Crawford go out there, do his thing again, show why he one of the absolute top best fighters in the world. And like I said, I'm looking to see him put on a show, man. I think late Madrimov could be in trouble. I think he'll find himself in some real trouble with Terence Crawford. I think as rounds go on, fatigue settles in, you getting hit with shots, you getting pressure put on you, mental pressure, a guy that's able to hit you and not let you hit him as often as you used to. You give him somebody that's able to make you miss, make you pay, counter you, put something on your mind and hurt you as well. So, and he don't have the best technique. So you add fatigue into the mix. And now you're talking about the back half of a fight with an apex predator like Crawford with the great timing, counter punching, trap setting. You're going to get a foot put in your ass. You get what I'm saying? So I just see him chopping this dude down, possibly late stoppage. If not, he gonna put some hurting on him, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Murtazaliev. No, I'm not sure. I have to look it up. You talking about Bakram Murtazaliev or something like that. And it's crazy because Lubin, I was hearing some rumblings about Lubin supposed to get an opportunity at him. But then, that had switched up and it was supposed to be Tim Tszyu. Now, let's see, man, because that's a good fight for somebody like Lubin. Crawford had a close fight versus a retiring Porter, so that's one reason I'm going to take Boots. I feel you. I just looked at the way he started getting to him. And then when you hear some of the things that Sean Porter said, like he said that was the only person that, forget how he put it, where he just wasn't comfortable. He didn't feel like he had it with something to that effect, right? Every other fight, he felt like it was times where he was up on his guy. He said at no point in the fight did he feel like he was up on Crawford like that. So that's saying something. But I get you. You give an older guy can, give you a run for your money. A younger guy can definitely tip the scale and possibly beat you. So yeah, you got a very good chance. The best chance at anybody, any younger guy, I believe, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I think they'd be looking in the mirror in a lot of different ways, and it'll just be competitive however long it lasts. But that experience, that IQ, that versatility, the ability to slow the pace of a fight down is very key, especially at that high level. You get what I'm saying? Where you can't just be all balls to the wall. You got to fight a little, a lot more controlled and patient. You know what I'm saying? But I have faith that Boots could, he can give anybody a run for their money, if not outright beat them. You know what I mean? Got Boots in 11 and 12 versus Bud. I ain't mad at it, bro. That dude is a dog. I ain't mad at it. Corey Faines, my guy. What it do? Jordan Smith said, I'm trying to see Delos Santos versus Frank Martin. Okay, their last opponents are the best in the division. I wonder what their improvements look like. It's a good fight. It's a good fight because, it's been a lot of noise about Shakur and, what he did or did not do, right? But you got a guy like Delos Santos that ain't been able to, he ain't done nothing since the fight. So we want to see what he do. You know what I'm saying? What he on? You know what I mean? So you see how he look when he come back. Because I'm interested to see, man. We got some rumblings he was supposed to get back. But then he got, that fell apart. So let's see. Let's see, man. I definitely think he a good fighter, though. I think he makes he adds depth to 135. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he definitely a guy that can give, you know, dudes good fights, if not beat him. You just want to see what he's capable of doing since, you know, fighting Shakur. Let's see what he improved on, right? See if he got any better and learned anything. Boots broke that boy jaw, send him out on the stretcher, and Rob Boots of a highlight, brutal KO, quit on that stool. Yeah, Boots put that ass. And see, that's what I'm saying. He got that beat down bruiser type of style, right? Come right at you and use athleticism, blind you with the speed, power, overwhelm you, and just, you know, overall just beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Crawford, I'm going to fight behind the jab and, you know, strategically, systematically break you down. You know what I mean? And get you out of there. I want to see Santos versus Keyshawn. That's a fire fight too, man. That's a good ass fight. Milan in the building was good with the family, so I think the fight is getting made. However, Core's talking seems maybe 23rd of November wasn't capped. It was like as far as the date and stuff, it was. We gonna get to that too, though. We definitely gonna get to that because that ain't even touch on that yet. I'm gonna play the two little clips from the interviews that he did earlier. They're not that long, but he did make his rounds, and it's always good to hear directly from the horse's mouth. You know what I mean, rather than a second or third party. So people can still take what he said and, you know, make of it what you will. But what I got out of everything that's been coming out and, you know, being said is that we got two fighters that has always been in the same position, willing to fight each other. It's just a matter of when, not so much if no more, right? And I think, like I said, when it's time for that fight, I think it's going to be, you know, Tank focused on Core focused on Tank. I don't think it's going to be a matter of like Shakur filling in for somebody to save a date, if you get what I'm saying, if that makes sense to you, because the fight is significant. I don't even want to talk about big and numbers. I don't care about that. We just talking about in terms of the sport of boxing. That's a very significant fight. It's probably the, you know, number 1 and 2 guy, obviously, at the division. So what I'm thinking in my mind, and I could just be all base, but when it comes to a fight like that and what it could mean for either guy, win, lose, or draw, whatever, I just feel like when it gets put together, it's going to be less fluff surrounding it. It's going to be less misinformation. It's going to be more straightforward information that we can all process, digest, and move forward, right? It ain't going to be the narratives and, you know, bits and pieces and hearsay here and I was told this and this didn't happen like that. We're not going to get all of that. It's going to be, hey, man, I want to fight him and he want to fight me. We about to make this shit happen. It ain't going to be no, oh, he coming to the rescue to fill in for a date. You get what I'm trying to say? I just don't think it's going to be presented in that manner where it's like, hey, man, well, such and such ain't fighting on this day. You trying to fill in? You get what I'm saying? Think about what I'm saying. Like, all right, for example, like, look how Isaac Cruz got a Tank fight. He was like a replacement, right? But you don't replace that guy with a Shakur Stevenson on a short notice. So I'm not saying this is such short notice, but you get what I'm trying to say? If I'm making sense to y'all, I don't think that fight will be put together based off of me, one of the guys having to fill in for a fight that fell out. I think and this is just my opinion, I just think what happens then is they find the next best thing in a replacement, but the next best thing ain't going to be the absolute best thing, like I said, because I think that situation is going to be presented differently where I guess both guys have, you know, an understanding of what's going on. It ain't going to be no, oh, you know what, such and such ain't fighting, fill in. Like I don't see it being presented that way. I mean, Lisa Smith, peace and blessing to the queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. All right, busy. What it do, family? Big Jers, I'm flex on him. Salute the Aga Flex, man. Manuel Pettigrew in the building. Peace, family. How you feeling? Much love to my brother Mike Kirkland, always supporting the grind for the good boxing talk, man. That's love. Appreciate
and we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my brother Mike Kirkland. So that's just how I see it. You know what I mean? I can be wrong, and that when I speak from that you know point of view, that's all narratives and BS aside. I just feel like, you know, that's a fight that when it's coming, it's like, hey man, it's me and it's you. It ain't no, oh, it was supposed to be such and such, but instead, I hope I really making sense to y'all. You get what I'm saying? I just don't feel like those two guys get a fight put together under those circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got a guy, I mean, at the free agency, from what I was hearing Sean Porter speak on, earlier is not necessarily a bad thing at all. Like it could be actually a good thing, especially in terms of making a big fight. But I think it's just very early. He's in these very early stages, and I think everything is just very premature. And he's had talks with Eddie Hearn. You know, he probably discussed a few things, seen what some options are, but it's very early. And like I think he said in the interviews, ain't no decision being made at all yet. So there's no ducking that went on. There's no avoiding nobody. There's no, oh, we don't want to fight this. There's none of that taking place. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to the OG for not seeing his video early, for always, you know, just calling that shit down the middle. Shout out to the OG for nine. That's my guy, man. And shout out to everybody that's doing anything in the content creator space. I appreciate it, man. I love real information. And like I said, cut creator, what it do? You get what I'm saying? That's all. I just feel like it's gonna be it's you, and then it's him. Like it's gonna be it ain't gonna be fill in for this guy, you know, or step in. You gonna fill in? Like it ain't gonna be no fill in. It's gonna be like, hey man, let's line it up. If I'm making sense to y'all, it's gonna be a phone call made, you know, or somebody gonna reach out. It's gonna be contact made, and this fight gonna be presented. But I think it's some unknowns on the side of the court because he's still figuring out what he's gonna do and how he's gonna go about it, right? So it's just very early, and I think we at the point where we want to know what's next for both guys, but we still don't know for sure. We don't know who Tank is fighting. We don't know who Shakur is fighting. You get what I'm saying? But they don't fight each other. In my honest, humble opinion, it will not be because, you know, somebody ducked is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I give them fighters the benefit of the doubt. They some real ones, man. Same time, it could turn out to be a major success right now, too. Absolutely. I'm not against it. I could see that, Ramon. I could see that. And salute to the queen, Lisa Smith, always showing up real big in the Cash App. Much love, much appreciation to the queen for the $100 holler. Always showing big support. You are truly appreciated.
Like me.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love, much appreciation to the queen, Lisa. Much love. Yeah, so that's really where I'm at. So let's get to it though. Let's see what if y'all didn't catch these little interviews and clips from Core, let's see what he had to say here, man. Pardon me, I'm gonna unplug my mic real quick. Make it now so we can get a rematch trilogy. Nah, I'm with that. You never gonna hear me say nah, I ain't with it. But I think you know, one more fight, if it's not them, it ain't gonna necessarily damage the fight from happening, right? But I don't want to see it be strung out to the point where we got to start, you know, sweating and scratching our heads, right? You know what I mean? I don't want it to be that kind of situation where we got to be worried that the fight, we're never gonna get it. I would hate to see that. I really don't want that for us as fight fans, man. Like we want this fight. You get what I'm saying? We all want it. We want to see it. We supporting it. Everybody feel like they got their money, you know. We ready. Much love to the queen. Appreciate you. All right, let me get this up. But yeah, man, I'm with it. And I think that's the element that's missing from boxing. More trilogies, more even rematches. You know, we be seeing rematches, but I think more trilogies need to happen for sure. I would love to see more trilogies, man, for sure. Facts, according to the ABC YouTube, Gervonta, Duck, I do why he right. Man, look, man, I'm a fair guy. I'm a realistic guy. I think I process information very well. At the same token, for the people that speculate Duck, you know, Hearn, I'm only gonna listen to a select few at this point. You know what I mean? I heard some people that I rock with take that approach. I can understand a reason for thinking like that, but for me, I think I need a little bit more. And that's just for me. Some people, like, they hear a little bit of something and they're like, that's it. That's what I was looking for. That's a sign. And I understand that completely. But for me, I'm a guy that need more information than just that little bit, some hearsay. And, you know, when they conveniently leaving pieces of a conversation out and saying this, and then we got to speculate what's going on. Like, I hate that. So, like I said, this fight going to happen, I believe. And I don't think it didn't happen because somebody's ducked, right? A1 Hoops on, my guy. What's good with it, bro? Unified with the IBF and for Undisputed with the WA Tank, Ash. Coach had that himself. It was up to him. That's the road he would take in a month. Later, he made a call out saying, "Thank you for fighting." Now stop ducking. Yeah, I ain't like the ducking thing because I don't think he's ducking. But I also feel like that's one of them situations. If the fight present itself to either guy, they'll take it. You know what I mean? And again, until I see that happen, until I see otherwise, I can't believe that, no differently, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm with you, Tim. I'm with you. I think dudes say a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But as long as when you get that opportunity and that call, you don't turn it down, I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? Whenever that opportunity presents itself, because I don't think as much you could do but answer the phone. You get what I'm saying? Answer that phone call. But let's get to this, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's see what Smoke Stevenson had to say in this clip. I got 2 of them. So
this is Andy Purewell for Boxing News. I'm joined by one of boxing's biggest talents, Shakur Stevenson, here in LA. Shakur, it's good to see you. How is life treating you?
Life treating me good. Everything is going great, and I'm happy. I'm good.
Before we come on to yourself, obviously you're here to support your man Terence Crawford on Saturday night. Terence going in there 154, his first fight up there, and for many, Madrimov is the best in that division. What does he say, in your opinion, about Terence and his mindset of wanting to challenge himself against the best as he continues to step up?
I already know that Bud crazy. Every time I look at him, I think like he's a crazy guy. But making this decision to come up and fight this guy, he's just proves to me how crazy it is. And I think that the crazy guys are usually the greatest people in the world. And I think you need that crazy aspect, that risk taker, that drop your and go get it type mentality to be who he is today. So I respect it, and I can't wait to watch the fight.
You've explained that very well. Is Bud going to appreciate you calling him crazy, though?
I mean, I'll just keep it real, and I think that, like I said, my big brother is crazy.
Talk to me about that relationship you two have, because I've seen in past interviews, Bud's always spoken very high.
I'm trying to tell you, Tim, Smoke Stevenson. I'm trying to tell you. He already SS. You might as well add one. S3. It's a lot you could do with it. Smoke Stevenson is the name. I told him, I got to DM it to him. I meant to DM it to him and see what he think, because they had asked him somewhere about a nickname, and it sounded undecided. But I wish the good brother BVO would realize he ain't rocking with the sugar name. Everybody else got that. He don't want to know Sugar Shakur. So that's it. Smoke Stevenson sound fitting to me.
Of you, I know you have a very close bond. Even when you fought Jamal Herring, he had nothing but respect for yourself, and he didn't want to start picking sides or nothing. What's that relationship like between the pair of you?
You got to realize I've been kind of around Bud since a long time now.
They're going to argue with that. Say he ain't no killer.
I've been his little brother, so like if you go back, I'll give y'all something. You go back and watch his fight with Victor Postu. I wasn't even a professional yet. I was in the Olympics. But you'll see him call out, and he said, shout out to the Olympic team, man. Shout out to...
I don't think it changed, right? But we're going to listen to what he said, and you'll see. I don't think that changed, but I think the whole thing of Kello is an offer, and I think staying active and figuring out who could present the best opportunity for you. Like the fight, I think that's a fight that he definitely want. But just for me, I don't know about y'all might see it different. If you have an opportunity where there's a conversation and an offer is made and you turn it down, then I have to look at it like you don't want it. But him making decisions or trying to see where he fit in at with this free agency and trying to sort out the best situation for him, I'm not mad at it. You get what I'm saying? But he ain't make a move yet. So I don't think his energy changed up. I just don't think he in a position where he could facilitate the move alone, right? But again, I think a lot of what will kill a lot of the speculation is a phone call and an offer be made, right? See if he really want it. You know what I'm saying?
To Shakur and everybody, and just made sure.
And real quick, like before you came in here, Kello, I was saying, I don't know if you see it that way, but something to think about. What I feel like is when a fight of that magnitude happens, it won't come off the back end of somebody pulling out for them to make the fight with each other, if that makes sense to you, right? And not saying that's the way it is. It's just something to think about, right? I don't see one guy filling in, so to speak, for another guy. You right? I feel like when they fight, it's going to be them two fighting each other. It ain't going to be them supposed to fight somebody else, and then they end up fighting each other, right? It's going to be them. You know
like
what I'm saying? If that makes sense. They're going to be on the table.
We kind of been building that relationship
Nobody else.
Since I was in the amateurs, and I appreciate him. I was glad that I got to be around him. I'm glad that I can still be around him to this day and take my notes, learn from him, and he kind of brought my game to the highest level that it is now, and it's going to get even higher with him around. So I appreciate him.
I've seen yourself and I've seen Terence post in the past about some sparring experiences you've shared together. I'd love to get more of an insight into that and how technical of a spar that is.
It's very technical. The thing is, I'm a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. Sparring stays sparring. It stays in the gym. But what I will say is it's definitely high IQ level work, and I try to help him out to the best of my ability, and that's the whole point and purpose of it.
Yeah, nah, I understand that completely, Akello. But again, for me, like, I feel like energy switching would be you not being willing to do that right now. And it's just no situation that's been presented to either guy where you can say either guy is turning down the other one. But I think the disconnect with the people comes in where the fact that they look at two guys with no lined up opponent, nobody, they're available, and why not fight each other? But we'll see how I get played from here.
Just swinging back to Saturday night and this fight with Terence and Israel, how do you anticipate it unfolding?
I think this guy is a tough fighter. I seen him back in the amateurs. Definitely tough guy. He's going to come to win.
For sure.
But the situation is he's going against Bud Crawford. And when you're going against Bud Crawford, it's just a hard thing to deal with. Bud is willing to go to whatever level he's willing to take it to. And this guy's going to have to be on point every second of the fight. And it's going to be a tremendous fight.
Terence has had a lot of success against Eddie Hearn, promoted fighters over the years. Israel's another one of those. But Eddie's kind of hopeful that maybe it's one weight too many now for Terence. What's your thoughts? I'm sure you've been in and around him. You've seen his physique settling in at 154 now. Do you think the weight will suit Terence? Do you think he might need to adapt a little bit?
Nah, I think he'll be okay. We done seen Bud move up from 35 to 40 to 47. So this ain't nothing new. It's just a bigger challenge, a bigger task. I expect him to go in there and do what he's been doing.
Still my guy.
Potential fight with Canelo Alvarez has been touted, and at a minute he seems to be 168, no kind of catch weight being mentioned. If that was to happen, how do you think Terence would fare against Canelo Alvarez?
I think he'll beat Canelo. I think that Canelo is a hell of a fighter. He's bigger. I think Bud's just a better boxer. I think that a lot of people are going to respect his boxing abilities if he can show it in front of Canelo Alvarez. And I honestly feel like he beats Canelo.
Tell him,
Shakur, onto yourself. Obviously, there's no doubt you're one of the boxing's hot kind of talents, if you will, one of the leading names in the sport. You're making your mind up as to where you go next.
That's PPV core right there.
Just got in the UK,
Japan. I'll take that, buddy. I'll take it.
Right
Shakur, yeah, obviously there were some reports earlier this week. Yourself and Mr. Tank Davis had been in talks. I mean, I saw yourself and Tank come out.
You might chop him up too.
Deny that completely. What can you tell me on that front? Have there been any conversations between your team, his team?
Yeah, only thing that I heard was they was trying to. I guess they wanted to make the fight, and we just told them to send an offer. We ain't hit nothing back yet, but like I said, that fight is gonna happen. I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna act like the fight is not gonna happen. Me and him is the best. We the best fighters coming up. Best fighters at the 135-pound division. There's no way of the fight not happening. So I know fans want to scream and just say all of these things. This guy's ducking. This guy. They want to find a person to say that somebody's ducking, but I ain't scared to fight him. He's not scared to fight me, and it's gonna be a hell of a fight when the fight happens.
I have to ask.
And look, I respect everything he said. You know, he said it was supposed to be a phone call made, and he said send an offer. Like, to me, I'm not into all this, he capping this. I'm just not into making nobody look like a duck. You know, the only thing he can do is be available for that phone call. Realistically, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, and really want that fight. When that shit come out, that opportunity present itself, you got to take it. You know what I mean? T. White, what it do? Rick Thames, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Rude exposure in the building, my guy. Cool, and get a call back then. What? Dr. Boxing Talk, what it do, fam? Man, That's the thing. So it's like it's a lot for both guys to sort out. You get what I'm saying? Or do you want to fight him on the back?
Shakur, then you've still got a few months until that rumoured and touted November 23rd date. I know things would have to progress, and I imagine quite quickly for a fight of that magnitude. Is it still a possibility then, November 23rd, if terms could be agreed?
Yeah, definitely. If terms could be agreed and everything makes sense for him and me business-wise, the fight definitely could happen.
What did you make?
See, and that look for me, I'm cool with that. As a boxing fan, I'm cool with that. Dr. Boxing Talk, what's good, family? He said you had his shirt on talking mad shit before. Nah, he was just chilling, man. He was chilling. It was hot, Akello. It was hot. He just got finished working out. You know what I'm saying? It was hot. He had, you know what I'm saying? It was hot. He had came up out his garments. You know what I'm saying? Crust the legend. What it do, fam? How you feeling? Was good what he said. I don't respect what Core said. According to ABC YouTubers, he meant to call Tank. Oh, yeah, a duck or Core scared. Yeah, I get you. Samuel, what it do, family? Cam J Network in the building. Was good with it, bro. Yeah, it got hot at Kello. Know what I'm saying? He came out of lair. That's all. He was working out. Know what I'm saying? It was just a little. It was calm in there, Kello. It was a little calm call out.
Curve Tank's victory against Frank Martin, and what holes do you feel you saw there you can exploit?
I wouldn't tell y'all the hoes because that would be giving him my game.
But look, like he did say, he just asked him about November 23rd. Yeah, if that shit can make sense for him and make sense for me, we could do it. That's all you need to say. That's it for me. Like, be on board with making the biggest fight of your career. That's all. Not taking the fight off the table for you. That's all I'm saying. Talking about Olympic tank. Capone, what up?
To try and get it out. Yeah.
Nah, it's okay. I thought he looked real good against Frank Martin. I thought that it just was too high of a level for Frank Martin. I thought that Tank.
Yeah, he did say that. Tank ain't ducking him though. Or just talking that
Frank
talk.
Frank wasn't able to compete at that level, so yeah.
But you see,
we've seen
you see, like, I don't know, like, I'm not here, I ain't inside his head, so I can't say what he thinking when he say that, but I just think that's a little shit talk. That's gonna get your attention. That's gonna ruffle the feathers. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't really think he's saying he really feel like he ducking him because he just said it here. He ain't scared to fight me. I ain't scared to fight him. I ain't ducking him. He ain't ducking me. But I think when people hear that, they just hold on to every word. Well, you said stop ducking, so why would you say that? It's like, yo, he just talking shit. Don't tell me fighters don't just talk shit. Don't tell me they don't do that. We seen Blair Cobb walk up to Boots and was like fake talking shit, and Boots told you off camera what he was saying to him. Like, dude, I ain't saying Core is doing that, but it's just a little shit talk. It's gonna get people attention, ruffle some feathers, get people talking. That's exactly what it did. Platboy Plays, what it do, family? How you feeling? Kyle Cool with blessings, family. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Tank talk mad shit when he wants to.
You box on the front foot. We've seen you box on the back foot. We've seen you be aggressive. We've seen you be a bit more kind of slick and defensive. Just with a Tank fight, how do you think you'd have to approach it?
I can't tell y'all. I don't know. Come fight night, I'm coming to do whatever it takes to get the victory. I can't tell y'all if I'm going box, going forward, backwards, but I'm going to make sure that I'm fully prepared for the task at hand and to come out victorious.
When you look at potential fights in the sport that could be made, a fight between yourself and Tank, would you say that's the biggest potential fight?
That's the biggest fight in all of boxing. I don't think that is a fight bigger than me and Tank. Maybe Bud and Canelo is like right there, but truthfully, like we speaking skill for skill and fight fans, the fight that fight fans really want to see, people that appreciate boxing, people that love the sport of boxing. That's the fight. So yeah, I don't see no fight being bigger than that.
Away from Tank, I know that Bob Arum had previously mentioned that potential Lomachenko fight. Loma's not going to fight Tank now in November, but do you see yourselves crossing paths at some point, yourself and Vasily Lomachenko?
I mean, I think that it's been time for me and him to cross paths. I think that I always said that I thought Vasily Lomachenko was a hell of a fighter. He was somebody I looked up to coming up, and I watched a lot of his tapes and film and learned from him. But it kind of disappointed me with a lot of moves that he kind of been making since, as of recently, lately, and it just seemed like he don't want the fight to happen.
Shakur, I know you've been speaking with Mr. Eddie Hearn recently on a promotional front. What can you tell me about those discussions? And
again, for me, I don't think he no over the top type dude. Like even when he did the call out thing, that was a calm, cool call out. He wasn't screaming at the screen. Oh, you don't know. That shit was the same way he talking now. Like the same as I even pull it up to play it. I'm pretty sure we all remember it. The same way he made the call out is the same way he talking right here. Calm. He wasn't overly animated, trying to oversell it. He just talked a little shit, man. He's like, yo, what's up? Stop ducking me. I don't think he ducking him. Like, I just think he was talking shit just to get his attention. And it did. And it got everybody talking. It got everybody talking. You get what I'm saying? That's all it was. Like, I don't look at it. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. Especially when he just said out his mouth, he ain't ducking him. You know what I'm saying? Jose Diaz, what it do, family? Yeah, that's the fight, man. That's the fight.
Just kind of Eddie's character. What stands out to you when you're sat there in the room with him or on the phone?
I like Eddie as who he is. I like who he is as a person. I respect him, like I said. But still, when we doing this, we gotta still know that I haven't made no decisions yet. No decision has been made yet. So that's what's important. I want that to get out there. But as far as Eddie, I appreciate him. I appreciate the way that he promotes me without even having me signed to a deal. And I appreciate him as a promoter in the sport of boxing because he's a good promoter. He don't talks down on a lot of the fighters, and he just speaks highly of them, and I think that's makes him one of the best.
Eddie has said that you've kind of given him some form of permission to maybe look and have a few talks with Williams Apeda's team. Is that the case? You'd be happy to just kind of see what he could negotiate there if a deal could be agreed?
Like I said, I want to make the biggest and best fights happen. We'll see how it gets done. I can't really speak on the business aspect of it. I mean, they probably go out there and say some things, but me, I'm gonna keep it tight, keep everything closed, and
content with the do, fan.
I would love to see how the everything
you already know
unfolds itself. I want to see where do I end up and where do
I think but I'm with you, Rick. But I think the energy is different because you're being put on the spot. You get what I'm saying? Somebody putting you on the spot, so you telling them. But I still don't think it's over the top. I think that's like minor. I think that's little stuff. You get what I'm saying? To me, anyway, that's not a big deal. See, again, we make too much like of a big deal about energy. I don't give a damn about the energy as much as I do what you are saying. As long as what you are saying is not switching up, I don't care if you was a little hyped up here or a little less hyped up there. Like, you get what I'm saying? For me, long as what you are saying, the message that you are putting out is consistent with what you've been saying, you will fight them. I'm cool with that. And until I see that be disproved, proven that that's not the case, I have no reason to, frame him as any type of duck or saying he's switching up. And you get what I'm saying? I don't see
what fight end up happening next. And I just want to make the right business moves. So.
Shakur, before I let you go, there's two fights I want to ask you on. Two fights I imagine you'll be watching very closely. Firstly, Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, undisputed.
So that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted y'all to hear from that. You know what I mean? He did spoke on it briefly. So I just think everything is the same, man. I just think everything is the same. You know what I mean? I don't think he did nothing different than what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And again, Tank Davis has been on record for calling Eddie Hearn a snake. He don't like no damn Eddie Hearn. They done had back and forths. He done called Tank all types of shit. Said stuff to him. Look, it's the same energy with the energy.
Say, man, look, man. Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Mm-hmm. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
Okay. And I don't think he ducking him. Like, I just think he was shit talking him right there, though. But I think it was the same. I think it was the same. I'll just play the video with the shirt off and the chains. Yeah, this was it right here. Damn, they ain't like that. They ain't like how he was sitting there with his shirt all jeweled up. Yo, Core, man, y'all gotta enjoy it. This shit is entertainment, man. People be mad as hell. Nah, did you hear what he said? How dare he say he's ducking him? Oh my God, did you hear him? Did you hear him with taking ducking? Oh my God, nah, he's not ducking him. He's just talking some shit. That's all. He's just talking some shit. I'm pretty sure if you asked him what he meant there, he's like, say I was just talking shit. You know what I mean? He's just talking a little bit of trash, bro. That's all. know what I mean? That's all. You know what I mean? But again, even if he is serious, right? That doesn't change what I think. I ain't never seen Tank Davis duck anybody. So that's just me. You know what I mean? That's me. My stance is always gonna be my stance, no matter what the fighter or any fighter is saying.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
My bro Keller, appreciate you, family. He said if not, Floyd made him do that. I don't think so. I just think he took advantage of an opportunity. It worked, man. It got people running their mouth and talking. Calvin knows everybody. Shakur spars, he beats. Talk to him rude, rap a lot, mafia for life. Yeah, they ain't like to rap. They ain't like to rap a lot. Nah, I'm not hyping up the call out. I'm just having fun with it. See, y'all watch boxing from a different lens than I do. Y'all be so serious and mad at everything. Nah, bro, this ain't it. This shit is entertainment, and I'm gonna allow it to be that. You think I'm gonna ruin the entertainment factor by trying to take every little thing that these fighters say is serious to heart? You get what I'm saying? If that's the case, I might as well. That's like saying, yo, I'm gonna take the fact that Tank said, yo, let me get 2 Ferraris to the turkey dude. Yeah, that he meant that. Yeah, he meant it. You know what I mean? Like, just be talking shit, bro. That's all it is. Just be talking shit. Smoke look big in that video with his shirt on. Get what I'm saying? Cut. You know what I mean? Cal said, who's a troll? Who mans is this? yeah. He just chatting. Dudes be so personal. I just be having fun with it. That's all, y'all. I'm not capping for the man. I'm telling you, even if he did mean it and he meant every word of what he said, he's ducking me. He just said in that clip he not ducking him. So that's how you know it's just a little call out, some shit talking, man. Get people buzzing. But again, what would change it for me, y'all? Let me be clear. What would change it for me? Now, say you say this and then an offer is made and you be like, nah, I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? That changes everything for me, bro. You get what I'm saying? Now I have to look at you different. That's where I'm at. Like, you could say whatever you want. When it's time to put pen to paper, when it's time to stand in that square, you better be willing to do it. And I ain't seen him not be willing to do that. I ain't seen Tank not be willing to do that. It's just a matter of when. You get what I'm saying? When. And people want this shit now, and I'm with y'all, but we got to see what happens, you know? God, my God. Shakur shirts off Stevenson. Shakur shirt off Stevenson. They ain't like the shirt off. They like Cole with the shirt off. They like Core, the nerve of Core to tell us the great Tank Davis is ducking. Yeah, Tank ain't ducking, man. He was just talking some shit. I really believe that. In my heart of hearts, I don't believe he was serious about the ducking part. I just thought he was talking some shit. You know what I'm saying? Got people talking. That's all it did. You know? No biggie. You know, but I know one thing: when the fight happened, when it's time for that fight, you can't say no. You know what I mean? You can't say you got something going on. Tell you what's good with the fam. Tyler Cunningham in the building. What's good, my guys? How y'all feeling? Dark Room Core beats. they don't want none of Dark Room Core.
This is Andy Purewell for Boxing News. I'm joined by one of boxing's biggest talents, Shakur Stevenson, here in LA. Shakur, it's good to see you. How is life treating you?
Life treating me good.
Hold on, did I just play this?
I'm
Hold on, my bad, y'all.
Before we come,
this is the wrong one. My bad. Boom. Pardon me if y'all hear Baby Do. He here now. The house is his once here. 98% Tank, 2% Shakur.
This is Umar for Box Nation. We're in Los Angeles, California. I'm joined by Shakur Stevenson for the first time in person since 2019. It's been a while, Shakur.
Yep.
A lot's changed for yourself since then.
Facts, right. Official everything, my guy was good with it. Nah, he never been on pay-per-view. I was playing with that. I'm obviously having fun with it, man. But you think I care whether or not a fighter been on pay-per-view? That doesn't change whether I support him or not. You know how count the fighters right now that be on pay-per-view versus the ones that don't. And tell me, do you still like boxing? It doesn't matter to that's for them. For him not to be a pay-per-view fighter, I ain't in nobody's pockets, but he getting taken care of is all I'm gonna say. I ain't got to put no numbers out there. He being taken care of. So I don't care about pay-per-view. I just want to see the fights, pay-per-view or not. Shit, when it's free TV, that's better for us, to be honest with you.
Obviously, you've become a real star, one of the faces of American boxing. Shakur, let's just jump straight to it. We're here at Riyadh Season Show, massive event. I haven't actually seen you around a Riyadh Season fight card before. It's your first one, right?
Yeah, it's my first time, yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
I love the energy. I love everything that's going on around here. It's definitely a great vibe. And
Yeah, stupid.
like I said, I'm just enjoying the show.
Everyone in boxing is working together because of his excellency in Riyadh Season. I'm sure, he'll have a keen eye on you. As I said, you're one of the big stars in America now, so you could be on a Riyadh Season show very soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still shopping around, but I definitely would love to hear and be willing to sit down with him and talk with him and make a big fight or make any big fight that he would want to do.
What's it like being a free agent?
So look, as you can see, he's still a free agent, so he ain't even signed on to nothing. He ain't even made no decisions. He said that in the last clip. But you see all this date about him fighting Williams and Payton on a certain date in the undercard, and nobody questioned it, and they automatically go to saying he ducking. It's crazy to me. Was it next best move for Shakur's career? It's tough for me to say from my seat, right? All I could say, Tim, whoever presents the best opportunity for him, or he could really, like Sean Porter say, he could try to play this free agency situation to his advantage. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know what's best for him, but I hope if it's signing on to another promotional company, hopefully he just go to somebody that got his best interest and that going to present the best situation for him possible. That's going to lead to him getting the fights he wants. But maybe like Eddie Hearn was saying, maybe he's not the guy to get him that fight anyway. Maybe he could be the reason the fight don't happen. So like he said, he'll sit in the back. Maybe he got to go a different route than the Eddie Hearn route for that fight anyway, with Tank calling him a snake. Don't sound like Tank won't break no bread or do no business with no Eddie Hearn. So if Shakur and his team, come on, we all know this. We pay attention. We know what's what. These boxing circles small, right? So why bring up a fight to him that he ain't gonna be able to facilitate? You know what I mean? For the most part, he ain't. You get what I'm saying? What he gonna do? Make an offer from the B side, as they always say. Josh was good with it, fam. Thanks, Shakur, #1. Look, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. You know what I mean? I just want to see them fight.
I enjoy it. I'm not tied down to nobody. I don't have to worry about not being able to make the bigger fights outside of my promotional company happen, because I don't have no promotional company right now. So I'm just enjoying being a free agent.
Would you say you've got your mind, without saying the promotional company, would you say you've got your mind set on one?
Nah, I don't have my mind set on nothing. Like I said, everything is up in the air. Like I said, I'm willing to talk with everybody, hear everybody out, and see what's the best possible options for me.
Boxing social media went.
And again, I've been saying this all along. I think that's where we at. It's very early. It's premature, but people have already made it seem like he made his mind up and he made moves and he signed to do this and he about to do that. Man ain't did shit yet. He ain't made a move
Crazy.
yet.
A few days ago, because of yourself, you reported that it's fake news between, talks of you and Tank happening in November. There's Israel Madrimov. So Shakur completely false, this you and Tank?
Yeah, it was false news. I ain't hear nothing about it, but like I said, I'm willing to make the fight happen. If we can make the fight happen, and I'm definitely down for it. So,
has there been any talks with Tank's team?
I had heard something. Somebody was saying. I heard they reached out, but we told them to come back with an offer. And as far as that, we ain't hear nothing since then.
From your point of view, it's a very makeable fight, this with Gervonta Davis for this year?
Yeah, it's a very makeable fight. I'm willing to fight. He's a hell of a fighter. He's probably willing to fight. So, like I said, I'm definitely down for it.
Do you think you two, out of that, the crop that everyone talks about, the American stars at the moment, do you think you two are the best?
I've been saying that. For
Roger
years.
Was good with it, bro.
It was gonna come down to 1 and 2, and me and him fighting each other.
Yeah, he definitely got
seal
options.
the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, I've been saying it for years. The moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better skilled boxer. I master the art of hitting and not getting hit. and he will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He would have to change up his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance in winning the fight, in my opinion. But he's a hell of a fighter. I don't take none away from him. A hell of a boxer. We are the best.
Would you say you're the most adaptable fighter in any weight class, pound for pound?
Yeah, I think that I'm the most adaptable fighter just because I can go against any style and come out victorious. Like I said, the name of the game is hit and don't get hit. And I think I mastered the art of that. And some fans don't like it, some fans love it, but at the end of the day, it gets the job done, and that's what I come to do.
There's this photo that circulates.
And that right there, I like what he said right there, because that's just honest right there, man. Some people, I mastered the art of hitting and not getting hit. Some people say he don't hit enough, right? But I just think that's the new latest narrative, man. They acting like he getting in fights and just refusing to let his hands go, and that's not the case. And I ain't about to push no bullshit, because I was at the fight, I seen it. It wasn't one of them situations. It was one where you see some opportunities for a guy and he don't necessarily capitalize on it. You know, that's something that you could tweak. You know what I'm saying? Attention to detail, get better, keep working at little things. That's something that you can improve on, obviously. It's not enough to really, tear him down for, right? That's little shit. So I like what he said there, man. Master the art of hitting and not getting hit. You get what I'm saying? Some people like it, some people don't. Some people love it, some people don't. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I get the job done and I win. And that's what I've always said about him. Miss me with all the, if he's a pay-per-view star, if he's a better fighter, not boxer than this, I don't give a damn. I've always said that. That dude is a winner, and that's what I appreciate about him. And he get the job done. I ain't never try to sell him as something other than exactly what he just said right there. And that should be his selling point for any fight. I'm coming in here to get the job done. Some people are going to like it. Some people going to hate it. It is what it is. I'm coming in there to win. And then people going to have to respect that. And it's just that simple. Just you coming to win. Keep winning. That's what's important. Keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming. Keep getting them wins in the bank, man. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. You ain't got to sell nothing else. You ain't got to even speak the word knockout. It ain't even got to come out your mouth. You know what I mean? Let that be a surprise if it do happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to sell nobody that you're going to do this and do that. Nah, just go out there and do it.
Gets the job done, and that's what I come to do.
There's this photo that circulates around you.
Shout out to my guy Jay Allen, but he saw the opportunity, just didn't want to take the chance. Whatever. I mean, whatever it is, man. He didn't take the chances, so it's nothing I can argue about. He just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's something small, because he took more chances than not take chances. People just made it seem like you was in there just letting rounds go by and struggling in the fight. It was none of the case. People just wanted to see you do a bit more, and that there's nothing wrong with not one single person that said that, because even his brother, you know what I mean, Andre Ward, and or his mentor, and Andre Ward, and his big brother Bud Crawford said the same exact thing. So anybody that says that in here, is nothing wrong with that. That's exactly what it was. He left some opportunities out there. That's all. You know what I mean? But it's still, like I said, it's not enough for me to complain the next day. And all I'm saying is, he didn't get the knockout. Like, I'm over it. DJ Black, Charm Music, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building. How you been, bro? It's like showing Harlem Nights. Just bring your ass. Just bring your ass. You know what I mean? Can't be tanked with that attitude. I mean, look. I feel like I hear a winning attitude. Get what I'm saying? I think I just hear a winning attitude. He didn't specify on game plan and specifics. He like, I'm master hit and not get hit. It ain't like it's no blueprint out there on what beats Tank anyway. You get what I'm saying? But the fact that people make it seem like nothing he can say or do is right, the right way to fight him, is crazy to me. It's because I keep hearing all the ways that people can't beat Tank and why they can't beat him and how you can't fight him if you want to beat him. But I have not heard one person say to me, and when I say not one, I have not heard one person across the entire YouTube platform or in my personal life tell me one way that you can fight Tank to beat him. I just keep hearing what you can't do, how you can't do it. You can't do it like this. You can't do it like that. There's no blueprint out there. You got to go out there and do what you do. And then what you do is win and master the art of hitting and not getting hit. I do think that that'll beat anybody because you in there not to get hit. And again, a lot of, if you are to go in there and take a loss, you're going to have to be taking them big shots. And that's something that he don't plan on taking. Tim Layton, what it do, family? Hope everyone having a good day. It's always a good day building with the fam, man. Only question I got regarding that, they reached out, come back with an offer, comment. Wish there was a little more details close by. Yeah, me too. That's why I say it's all bits and pieces of information. All I do is tell me that it's very premature and it's early and ain't nobody really sound like they made no decision yet. You get what I'm saying? On either side. Mike Ron, what it do, my guy? You know what I mean? He said, you got to run. And you get what I'm saying? They say you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't be on your bike all night. You can't do that. I just don't know what you can do. What can you do to win the fight? That's all I want to know. I've been hearing for months now, you know, what you can't do. I ain't hearing nobody say what you can do. So what you can do is go out there and be you. And his fights are typically dominant. So if he go out there and perform how he typically performs, he give himself a great chance at beating anybody. Get what I'm saying? We narrowing it down to specifics about, you know, this style. You can't do it like this. I'm just saying if he goes out there and performs to his ability, how he typically does, he's going to be fine. Win, lose, or draw, he's going to be fine. Go out there and fight your fight. You can't be nobody but you. You just got to fight your fight, bro. You know what I mean? Fighting him in the dark room, no cap. Man, you got to go out there and have the fight of your life, you know? You know what I'm saying? And a more decorated fighter than Tank timeline better than Shakur. Nope. Hardcore fans, name someone more deserving of a Tank fight. There would be none. Let me play the rest of this, like 2 more minutes.
Mayweather, Andre Ward, and of course Terence Crawford as well. They are the masters. Obviously, you're in that category as well. Would you say you're kind of cut from the same cloth as those guys?
Yeah, hey,
definitely.
Hey, Kyle, that's all I'm saying. But that's really what he just said. He really said, yo, I come to win. My style is to win. I'm coming to win. I'm coming to get the job done. You get what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. They like, nah, that ain't gonna do it. My bro like, nah, they ain't gonna do. My bro feel like that ain't the right attitude. But all I hear is that you're coming to win. That's all. You coming to win. You get what I'm saying? That's all that is. You know what I mean? You just coming to get that dub.
I've seen articles of people calling Floyd boring. I've seen articles of people calling Andre Ward boring. I've seen fights where fans was booing Terence Crawford back in the day. People probably don't remember it. Yeah. But like I said, yeah, I'm cut from that cloth. I'm cut from the cloth of
Tank 12 might get crunk and try.
That's the objective. That's the best of the best. That's what the greatest do. They come out on top. Even when the odds are stacked against them.
You gotta have power that matches Tank's power.
Of course, we want to see you in Tank. Another fight that boxing fans are craving for now is Crawford and Canelo. Should tell.
I don't think so. I just think like it's a lot of different ways, man. It's a lot of different ways we can have this conversation. But you know, I went back and watched this most recent fight, and then like I said, man, you just can't be predictable, stationary. Like you got to be versatile. Ain't no matching his power. Ain't no matching his power, really, for the most part. So that's out. You get what I'm saying? And fights ain't strictly won just off power alone. The guy that hits the hardest don't always win the fight. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is the skill definitely matters. Being a complete fighter matters. Being versatile matters. Tank is as complete as they come. I said this before. Shakur's defense, to me, in my opinion, is great. I don't feel like it's too much debating it, but I feel like on the night with Tank Davis, you need your offense as well as your defense to both be great. You get what I'm saying? To give yourself a real chance, you need to be performing at a high level and clicking on all cylinders, I believe, to get the kind of win that you want to get against that guy. That's for me. You know what I mean? You got to have that A++ game going on. You know what I'm saying? Godbox saying the question, can he do it for 12? Right, Milan, can you do it with the consistency? Can you avoid the 12 shots? I mean, the kill shots or that bomb detonating for 12 rounds, right? You got 36 minutes. It's a long time, but he, you know, that's right up his alley. You know what I mean? What I will say is I don't see him running short on fumes and being stationary, sitting on the ropes like Frank Martin to get punched out the damn ring. That's what he won't do. You know what I'm saying? That I know. I mean, Basically got to be a complete fighter. Yeah, you do. And again, you got to just do a multitude of things. Not no one thing is going to work with him, because if you only doing one thing, then that means you're being predictable. If you're being predictable, then that's bad news for you and great news for him. So you got to mix it up, keep him all balanced. It's a lot of different things. It just ain't no blueprint, but everybody is beatable. That's all I'm saying. It's what you bring on the night. You know what I'm saying? Pugilist, what it do, fam? Getting plus 475 with Madrimov. Yeah, the Canelo regimen, yeah. Anybody going to the fight? Samuel, what it do, fam? Which fight? Y'all punch that like button for you, bro, man. We gonna keep cooking for a bit on this Good Friday.
Terence come through this Saturday. Why does Terence beat Canelo?
Distance. I think that he masters distance better than Canelo. I think that he's a better boxer than Canelo, and I think that's the reason why he beat him. Plus, me being like on the outside looking in now, Canelo do look strong, but it kind of seems like his power kind of died down some, and he's not as strong as what he used to be. I don't see him like knocking people out. He's kind of going to decisions, outboxing people, and he's a good boxer, but I just think Bud is a better boxer.
Do you think Bud wins that comfortably on points with Canelo?
I can see him winning comfortably on points for sure.
Just lastly, Shakur, on yourself, talking about your promotional situation, no secret that you and Eddie Hearn have been having talks. You went to his show that Boots headlined. Are those conversations ongoing?
Yeah, you gotta guard that body, Cash. That body, Tank can slow you down with them body shots. And the thing is, Tank don't just go to the body. He places his body shots. They're meaningful. They're very intentful. They're purposeful. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's a lot. Like, I watch these fighters a lot. It's a lot about that dude that make him dangerous. And the fact that pretty much every move, for the most part, that Tank makes in a boxing ring is with a purpose. He's not a fighter that's just in there doing shit. Wasteful. Like, that's just not who he is. He's very efficient in his approach. That makes him very hard to beat. But anybody can be beat. But I'm just acknowledging the real. That's what makes that man dangerous. He has a purpose with every move that he typically makes in the boxing ring, with even the punches that he throw. There's a reason, there's a purpose, it's intent behind the shit that he's doing. He's not just a guy in there fighting. You get what I'm saying? He's just in there like going through the motions. Like, it's intent, purpose. And you get what I'm saying? It's a job to do in there, and he know how to get it done. You know what I mean? Very tough to deal with. It's just what it is, bro. But that, I don't give a damn how dangerous you look. I want to see him all. I mean, I've seen Wilder look. We've seen Wilder look dangerous as hell for years. You get what I'm saying? You've seen him lose. You've seen Errol Spence lose. You've seen Mike Tyson lose. You've seen so many lose. Anybody can lose, is all I'm saying. But you got to be prepared. That dude is going to take a special fighter and a special performance to beat Tank Davis. That's just my honest opinion. Simple and plain. Savage Killer Queen, how you feeling? It's been a minute. How you feeling, Queen? Good to see you back in the building. How you been? Big uppercuts to the solar plexus from Tank. Any of them punches to the body from Tank could be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying everything is a kill shot, but like I said, he's very efficient and purposeful with his attack and his approach. So he ain't just doing stuff. He breaks you down with intent. He places his shots in the right spots, the right time. Like, he do damage. He's very smart at what he do, man. Very smart, very intelligent fighter, bro. That's what I like to hear, man. You good? That's what I like to hear.
Everything is up in the air. I haven't made a final decision on nothing yet, but like I said,
I never knew.
With respect to Eddie, I keep telling y'all, and I stand by this. I think that Eddie Hearn is one of like the best promoters.
Right, Creo. That's a fact.
The way that he actually promotes, like if you watch him today when he got on the press conference, and the way he talks about
that's baby do out there banging on the door.
It's like, okay, you're promoting the fight to the point where everybody will want to watch it, not just people who want to see Madrimov, not just people on the outside that just want. You're promoting this guy and that guy, and you're promoting the fight. And I respect the way that he does his job. But
Buddy McGirt for people who don't know.
But truthfully, I haven't made no decision on nothing yet, so nothing is locked in.
What's your favorite thing that Eddie said about you on camera?
Favorite thing, I think that I like that.
Much McCarley, what it do, fam?
That's one of the respectable decisions. And you gotta respect Eddie because he know boxing. Like, you don't see him just with guys from England. You don't see him with just guys from his area. You see him with like the Cubans, the Kazakhstans, the Uzbeks, the he's really like shopping around with like just looking for the best overall fighter. So
it's a good point.
On that note, Shakur, hopefully we see this fight with yourself and Tank this year. And thank you very much for your time on Box Nation.
Right.
Thanks.
So that's what it was, man. Salute to Shakur, man. Glad he spoke a little bit. And I know he had to be brief with some of that, little tight-lipped with some of that information, obviously, because it's a touchy, sensitive subject. And you want to be careful what information you put out there because people will just take it and run with it. So, like I said, it's been kind of tongue-in-cheek with what's been going on, but you expect it to be like that, especially in these early stages of what could be a mega fight with them, or however you want to look at it, a big, meaningful fight, the most meaningful fight, I think, at 35, obviously, that you can make one of the most meaningful fights in boxing. You get what I'm saying? They're going to be tongue-in-cheek. They're going to be kind of a little tight-lipped with the information. And it's right on par with what typically happens, especially when it's Tank, right? Like, you don't get too many false alarms with him. When we get the right, people will try to force it, but when it's coming from him, it's always accurate. It's always on point. Yeah, man, he do his feints and all that is crazy. I'll say this. Everybody don't get in the ring with Tank and do an 18, 20-minute round with him. I'm going to stand on that. Got Big Baby Miller or Ruiz. I got Ruiz, Tay. Salute to my guy, whatchamacallit, all Brooks, what it do, family? So, yeah, not too many people do 18, 20-minute round with him. You don't do that if it ain't great work. You don't last that long if it ain't great work. You just don't waste your time doing something like that. Get what I'm saying? So you talking about people at the highest level. That is boxing at the highest level on both sides. I don't give a damn who you rooting for. They're the best of the best. And they both do things differently. Some things that Tank do better. Some things that Core do better. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care who you think is the better guy and do more shit better. They both world-class athletes for a reason. And that's all I'm saying. We'll get a world-class fight. And I'm going to keep standing on that. Like I said, salute to both of them boys. Tank for calling cap on the date, Shakur for calling cap on the date. He spoke briefly about a alleged phone call. I'm gonna say that may have taken place. So at least he ain't take no fight off the table for himself. He didn't duck anything and say no to anything. It's still early as it always been, and we'll just see how everything shake out. But my final thoughts on that is, I said it earlier. I think when this fight is made, it's not gonna be because one guy is essentially filling in for another guy that didn't take the fight. I just don't see it being the case, right? But, I mean, I could be wrong, so we'll see. Praying Ryan beats Pitbull tomorrow, so his name is out of any convo. Oh, yeah, right. Like, it's different with them 8s and no headgear. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. They know that. If anybody knows it, they know it, And that private, now they're on pay-per-view. Right. Success in sparring doesn't equate to success in a real fight. I ain't really speak to the success. Y'all specifying. I'm just speaking to the duration of the work. You don't spend that much time doing that work if it's not quality. That's the only point I'm making. All that other stuff, I ain't speak to the success. I ain't say nothing about what was done there, who did what. I'm just saying you don't spend that much time sparring somebody if it's not quality work, if it's not beneficial to you. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Nothing else, none more, none less. JJ, what it do, fan? How you feeling? I don't know if it's any difference better than the other. It's just different. Right. So look, man, I get it. I ain't making it seem like sparring is a big deal, but again, work is work. Great work is great work. And everybody ain't gonna go no 18, 20-minute round with no Tank Davis. Some of them dudes get punched about the ring. So what I'm saying is the quality of work got to be at a high level for them to even partake in something to that with that kind of duration. That's all I'm saying. I guarantee you Frank Martin ain't do no damn 20-minute round with Tank, 18, 20-minute round with him. Guarantee you that. I bet you that. You get what I'm saying? So think about it. You ask yourself, how many people can you validate that story? How many people can say they done that? You get what I'm saying? Probably wouldn't be a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Be punching them dudes out the ring is all I'm saying. And you see, all I'm saying is we know how Tank get down. We know what he do to people. We know it. We done heard it for years with consistency. But what I'm saying is the levels is obviously raised when them two are in front of each other. So I feel like, that sparring is sparring, but I feel like they're at that level. So they can give you that kind of fight too. I mean, where to just be a damn good fight. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to my guy. You get me, Tim? That's all. I ain't saying no, who did what, but I just know that's quality work. You get what I'm saying? That's quality work. Even with Headgate, with Tank is still crazy. Dudes downplay. That's all I'm saying. Everybody don't do it, Milan, and we see how he do people with in regular sparring sessions. He beat people down. He whoop ass. Frank knows the difference with them eights. Because he almost got sent to meet him. Jay Allen, peace, bro. Appreciate you in the super chat. Will push me to picking Tank, and Shakur alluded to Tank being a better boxer than puncher. I've been in the ring with him. But and look, no argument there. That's reasonable. Now, I don't have nothing to disagree with because I don't disagree with people. That's a valid point, Jay. I'll say this. One thing I appreciate always about Shakur is I feel like if there's anybody that's going to get in the ring with Tank and really understand what they're getting in there with, is him. And why I say that, because how many people have you heard specify with saying Tank is a better boxer than puncher? He understands the most, as much as you could, a boxer could understand what another guy is bringing to the table. I feel like he does. He always say a hell of a fighter. You get what I'm saying? To tell you could box, he could punch. And like you just saying, tell you he's a better boxer than he is puncher. Because he letting you know something. Like you said, he been in the ring with him, so he'll know. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's him identifying what the challenge would be that he getting in there with. Think about it. If his mentality, if instead of him saying that, he was like, yeah, man, he's just a puncher, man. I mean, he really punched better than he boxed. Just think about that. We'll all be like, yo, you missing something. So he just telling you what it really is. You don't hear many fighters specify that about Tank Davis. You'll hear people say, oh, his boxing IQ is underrated, but we hear that all the time. But when you specify, hey, man, he boxed better than he punched. That punching is just a God-given ability. That boxing, that's what's getting him them knockouts. It ain't just the punching power, and it's his feet. You know what I mean? People don't speak about the feet. The feet was really getting them knockouts. If you want to be 100, that's what it is. Shout out to my guy.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just.
Pugilist, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you in the super chat. Says Shakur fight more talent, both top rank. The thing is, he fought his last fight on top rank. Pugilist, he ain't no longer with him. That's why the more tired thing wasn't an option when he was on his last fight, because that would have been like throwing him an alley-oop or potentially Bob Arum risking one of his investments and more tired against his more dangerous guy that's going on his way out the door is Shakur. So yeah, that option wasn't presented to him, but Muay Thai was presented to Teofimo, and he said no to it, and he fought Claggett instead.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yeah, that's a fact, Thomas. And nobody more deserving, for sure. See what Bill Haney said about Devin and Correspond. Yeah, when that tape got played, I got the tape. You think there could be some upsets tomorrow? I think Pitbull will be the favorite. I think he got a potential to get upset, whether people want to believe it or not. I don't feel like Terence. I don't feel like it's no upset alert with Terence Crawford. I think Jared Anderson got it in the bag, but I feel like, dude, he's fighting a real test. That's like a 50-50 fight. So maybe you might want to look there, but I say like the Pitbull and Rayo is a toss-up. A lot of people count Rayo out, but let's see if he proves me right. But I seen some things on tape that do got me concerned for him, though. The way he leave himself open when he opening up, I hate it. And Pitbull with that tight defense, man, he just put himself in that high guard. He's still in a position to kind of shoot a shot if he catch. You know what I mean? It's just risky, but those are the ones that I see for me. I feel like Ruiz is gonna beat Miller. Miller could shock us, who knows? But Morrell and Kalajic, I don't feel like that's an upset situation. I just feel like Morrell in his bag right now. I just think he on his A game right now. So that's about it for me. Those are a couple fights at Pitbull, Rayo, and I don't feel like Jared Anderson is upset type, but it could be, right? That potential is there. You know what I mean? If he's not focused, but I'm banking on him being focused. Just go that rabbit line chain and call. Tell him to put it on. Oh man, tell him to put that Revlon chain on. Call him out again. You was feeling it. You like to see him jeweled up with Kello. Kello like jeweled up core in the dark, man.
It's
Kello
not
like
with Floyd Mayweather.
get him.
You sitting here
Get
beefing
him,
with
Core.
Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's
Get him,
been calling your
jeweled
name
up
that want to
Core.
fight
Core
you.
Smoke Stevenson.
Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it.
Man.
Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen,
no
man.
problem. Always. Yeah, but that's what I see for tomorrow, you know. But you know, it is a card with good matchups and things like that where some things could shake up if guys ain't on their P's and Q's. Like, say for instance, if Andy Ruiz ain't fully focused and he allowed Jarrell Miller to get a 1-up, you know what I mean? There's the potential there in some of these fights, but that's just because they're good matchups, you know. So that's how I look at it. Martin Bacoli is not a guy that you go overlook and not prepare for, right? But I don't think Jared Anderson is doing that. I think he know full well what the challenge is, but I think he's gonna be on point. You know what I'm saying? But again, there's always that possibility. If you didn't prepare properly, you put yourself in a tough spot. You know what I mean? Pitbull, he been living good, you know, lately, man. He been getting a lot of attention, a lot of press. I mean, look, I know nobody's saying it. I don't think any of this stuff will go to his head because I think he just came from such humble beginnings that he wouldn't allow like some success and attention to go to his head. Like, I just don't see that. So I think Pitbull gonna come in there with his head screwed on straight, and he gonna come to bang it out how he always do. Ryo really got to stay composed and handle that pressure. If he can maintain his composure under the pressure, he gave himself a very good chance at beating Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz wants to fight. He's not, like I said before, he's not interested in anybody's boxing match. He wants to fight. Ryo has to understand that. He has to also understand that he's the better boxer, and he has to utilize those skills that would showcase that he's the better boxer. Pitbull, some would say he's a bit one-dimensional, right? Not much, no argument there. Like my bro, Dr. Boxing Talk said, but with that one dimension, he's very dangerous. You know what I mean? He get it done. So that's look, Ryo got to know what he in for. Did you prepare? Did you watch film? Do you know who you fighting? Do you know what his strengths are? Do you know what his weaknesses are? Have you been a student of the game approaching this fight? You get what I'm saying? Have you crossed your, you know what I mean, your T's and dotted your I's? You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to know. I believe he's with Robert Garcia. He had a hell of a chance because he got a good corner, right? So I like to see that. I like to see him with Robert Garcia. I think they're a good team. I think he might surprise some people. But again, it's all on him. It's all on him. Some of those mistakes that he make, though, he got to tighten up. He can't get lured into exchanges. I think that'd be very dangerous and risky for him. He gotta approach this fight the right way. He gotta understand that what a good consistent jab could do for him in a fight like this. He gotta understand what changing levels and, you know, moving and not standing right in front of his guy could do for him. Like, he just simply gotta understand what him showcasing that he's the better boxer can do for him Saturday night. All that trying to, I'm coming to knock him out stuff. Yeah, I hear you. But you better be smart about it. You better be, you know, I don't want to say careful, but just be smart. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no room to be all super careful in boxing when you got a Pitbull Cruz in front of you trying to knock your head off. But you got to be smart. You know what I mean? You already know, man. I be listening. Shout out to my guy, man. He be cooking over there. So that's one of those fights. That's one of the most entertaining, interesting fights for me of the night. Outside of the main event, I'm interested to see Morrell back. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like all these fights on the card. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I think I like damn near every fight. Big Baby Miller and Ruiz, I like it. Big Baby Anderson and Bacoli, I like it. Morrell and Kalajic, I like it. You get what I'm saying? Madrimov, Bud Crawford, I like it. I want to see the whole card, y'all. I'm going to be like a kid in a candy store, and I ain't even at the fight, but I'm going to enjoy it like I was there. When Ryo to win, I don't think, like the ramifications if Ryo do beat Pitbull, right, because if he's even a potential opponent, Cal, that's one thing that's interesting about that fight, too. I feel like people will accept they will accept a rematch, I believe, with Pitbull Cruz, especially if he get an impressive knockout or something like that, over a fight with Ryo, because I don't think people feel like Ryo got no shot in hell at beating Tank, and neither do I. And I don't even think he'll be really competitive like that. I think he'll get cleaned up. Shout out to my bro Jim in the Cash App, man, supporting the grind, always supporting the grind, even when you're not here, man. Much love to my guy Jim. Appreciate you, man. Hope all been well with you, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Horry Faints. I'm still undecided. I'm gonna think about it, man. Like I said, I'll be forgetting. I'm gonna try to be intentional and put a poll up and see if people, if I get enough feedback, I'll definitely call them. I wouldn't mind. I'll call them. Stream action, yeah. I'll never do that to y'all too. I'll never stream the fights and try to call them. I would never do that to y'all. Melanin Queen, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Yeah, this card is great. This card is great, man. So we're going to rock out for another 15 minutes, man. I ain't going to keep y'all here too long on this Good Friday. I appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Sub to the channel if you haven't. Man, we're going to finish this out with, I think, talking about this card. Oh, you know what? One more thing, man. Pitbull, man. Pitbull been getting a lot of, attention, man. I like it. I like this for him because I think he deserves it. But hey, man, he don't speak English, but they had the caption up on the screen, and I want y'all to listen to who he said was his toughest fight, because you know who he been in there with. Listen to who he said is his toughest fight. He said some things here, y'all. Check Pitbull Cruz out real quick.
La mejor pelea que he visto en mi vida es la de Mike Tyson contra Evander Holyfield. Mi mejor golpe que he dado en mi vida fue un volado de derecha contra distintos oponentes, uno de ellos Josecito Félix Jr., Gervonta Davis y Rolly Romero. El golpe más duro que nunca he recibido fue de Gervonta Davis y de Rolly Romero. La pelea más dura que nunca he tenido fue contra Rolly Romero. El momento más orgulloso de mi vida ha sido todos, pero en especial la de Gervonta Davis y la de Rolando Romero. Destino de vacaciones de ensueño, Hawái o Nueva York. Pelea de ensueño, poder hacer un lleno total en algún estadio de cualquier parte del mundo. Pues cualquier campeón del mundo dentro de la división que yo esté peleando. El 3 de agosto yo voy a dar un gran espectáculo porque para eso me preparé.
I like Pitbull, man. I wish it would be dope if he would start speaking English. That'd be dope. Man, everything was Rolly Romero, Gervonta Davis, Rolly Romero. He said the toughest fight he had was Rolly Romero. That was a little surprising to me. I ain't gonna lie, I would have thought it was Tank because Tank actually beat him. And Tank utilized a lot of his abilities. I think that people probably felt like he didn't have in that fight. So he was in his bag, even being a little disarmed in the fight, right? He still was in his bag. So I would think that fight was difficult for him, not the fight that he won by knockout. He said the hardest he's been punched was by Tank and Rolly. Said Rolly, Rolly can crack. At the time when Tank fought him, Tank said the hardest, I think, punch he took was Rolly. I think Tank even said that. But until he fought Ryan, then I think he said Ryan might hit harder than Rolly. That's because Ryan got that speed too, man. He said you're a person. That's how he beat him. That's how whole joint was Gervonta Davis, Rolly Romero. I'm like, damn, man. Everything was Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero. He said, I thought that was surprising to hear him say, like, you thought Tank wasn't the toughest fight for you. You know what I mean? Rolly was. Like, I don't see, and I can't make the compare. I can't make the connection. I don't see why that fight would be more difficult for you. You knocked him out. You blitzed him and you got the work. You couldn't do that to Tank. Tank was boxing you, making you miss, making you swing, throw yourself all balanced. You landed some good shots on Tank. Like you said, you got that right hook in on Tank for sure. That's what let me know that man got a beard. He took that shot and just kept going. So I don't know, man. That's surprising. I love to hear these little interviews where these guys speak about certain things like that. I would have never thought that he would have said Rolly was the toughest fight. Rolly was countering him a lot. He was. I think the problem was Jay Allen, too many single shots, no combinations behind it. He needed combinations, and he was only able to get off single shots. I asked him his favorite vacation spot. I'm surprised he didn't say Rolly Romero. You get what I'm saying? DVT. I'm surprised he said Rolly Romero. Me either. You get what I'm saying, Barbara D? I don't see it. I would have never thought that. I would have never thought. But maybe because of maybe I'm thinking too much of the skill and I'm not focusing enough on the style. Maybe Rolly's style was, he felt like it was more of a puzzle, but I still don't see it because you beat him. You took some shots before you got him out of there, but you did Rolly bad. You know what I'm saying? You did Rolly filthy in that fight. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I can't tell him which fight was tougher, but I would have thought it would be a guy that beat you rather than a guy that you beat. You get what I'm saying? You would feel like a guy's toughest fight in his career would be the one that he probably didn't get his hand raised. But then it all depends on what happened in the fight. So it's subjective, man, I guess. You know what I mean? Can't get a natural rhythm with a fighter who's not usual. For sure. Fender Bender, what it do, my guy? He had Rolly hurt in that first round. Yeah, he caught Rolly quick, didn't he? He was on Rolly helmet quick. What? Man, he made that shit quick. He's about to do Rolly one bad, boy. And Rolly wouldn't go down, though. The ref had to save him from himself. Rolly ain't want to go down, though, man. Yeah, he beat Rolly relatively, like, it didn't look like a difficult fight for him. It just looked like it was a matter of time. Like, I always felt like, when he clipped Rolly, it's going to be problems. And I just felt like the way the fight was going, the fact that I seen Rolly having to rely on his defense and his legs getting him out of trouble more than I've ever seen in his career, I just knew he wouldn't have the consistency to maintain that. And he would sooner or later make the mistakes that would cost him. And he did it right on cue. Right on cue. Happy Friday. Peace to the Queen, Arena. How you feeling, Queen? Always good to see you. Could have been a movement too. Yeah. First time at 140. Yeah. It's some stuff to consider that I wasn't thinking about. I think I was just highlighting and thinking too much about the skill in the bag that Tank showed, as opposed to it more so styles and the fact that, like you said, it's first fight at 140. So, you know what I mean? Just maybe do different territory for him. And if you look at Pitbull, he looked like a little meatball, but he ain't really no 40-pounder. He's smaller than Tank. So if Tank ain't a 40-pounder, ain't no way in hell Pitbull a 40-pounder. I don't care if he is a little rock built dudes, but he ain't no damn true 40-pounder. Sonny, what it do? Yeah, Tank was boxing. Tank was boxing that ass, man. He knew. But that's why I like him, man, because regardless of how much power that he was blessed with, he still understands boxing. Like, I can't stress that enough. And we all understand that about him. Like, he ain't got to fight fire with fire and be reckless, careless, and dumb. He going to do it in a very smart way. He going to let you make mistakes, run into something. If you strong as hell, if you got power to match his, he just going to make you run into a mistake or force you to make one and capitalize. You know what I mean? If you ain't punching like that, then you gonna have a tougher time dealing with him. Zanello, Tank ain't ducking, bro. Tank ain't ducking. You know why? Because he's never had it's never been a contract in front of him where he turned it down or something like that and said, I ain't fighting this guy. At least on public record, so there's no record of that. So I would never call him a duck. And again, guys are not ducks for not fighting fighters in the order that we want them to fight them, right? Like these guys, like somebody made a great point. I think it was on OG show earlier for the business of boxing don't move with the speed of YouTube. We on here every single day. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I think in our minds, the way our minds work and condition, because we up here talking about it every day, we feel like the natural order and speed of things should be a lot quicker, but I just don't think that's the reality, bro. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, and they ain't going to move their business according to what we feel like as content creators. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And even us as just boxing supporters, right? They going to move accordingly. So, yeah, man, that man ain't no duck, bro. These dudes ain't no ducks, man. They just, like, nobody can convince me that, Team Tank, and everybody involved, including the fighter, is not fully confident that they can beat anybody they get in there with. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have no reason to feel that way. That dude stand on business. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. The scariest thing about Tank, I mean, it's a lot of it's shit. Just pick one. But one of his best qualities is his ability to remain calm. and poised. Like his poise is on another level in there. Like the amount of the sense of calm that was on his face in there against Frank Martin was just, it was almost like he wasn't even in a fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a threat. Like the sense on his face, like the look on his face, it wasn't like a surprised look. He just looked fully confident the entire time. I mean, the confidence and the poise is second to none. Not surprising, exposing my Pitbull once, no parts of Shakur. Yeah, the style match, are you going to make him look bad? My guy, Rule said, Cat, what you talking about for the ducking? Yeah, I mean, because look, what people call ducking is just him not fighting guys when they simply wanted it to. Like, case in point, the Lomachenko situation. People say, oh, he was ducking Loma years ago. Loma wanted to fight him. He was 21. He said he wasn't ready. Even with all that being said, there was never an offer or contract presented in which he turned it down. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a fair shooter. I'm going to call it straight down the middle. Unless it was, if it was that, I would call it that. But that's never the case. And I think now people feel like he's at the stage of his career where he's able to pick. So when he doesn't necessarily take their number one option that the consensus or the masses might want, then they'll just accuse him of ducking. But to me, that's still not a duck, because no business was orchestrated where offer was sent or made or something was presented and you turned away from it, right? But I can understand if it gets to a point where they look like he's strategically maneuvering around the guy, but it's still timing is everything in boxing. So, I mean, what people call ducking, I use different verbiage, right? I say people have plans, and sometimes these guys' immediate plans is not what's in line with the boxing fans. We know what we want, but we don't know what the conversations are behind closed doors. And I said this before, and I've talked to people that's been in the business that know their job is not to put their guy in there with the most dangerous fighter every single time they fight. So when I see certain fights not take place and you realize the risk that's involved, I have more of an understanding for it. It doesn't make it right, but you got to think they're thinking business-wise and investment-wise. And sometimes and when you have an investment and you're trying to make money off it, the best option, like, you know, far as for their pocket, might not be the riskiest fight. They might go in another direction. And I know people feel like that's ducking, but I think it's very shaky. It's tough, man. It's tough to call. It's tough to call because on one end you have no paperwork ever drawn up nowhere where you could say you turned this down or you didn't want this, right? So it's tough to say duck, but I do feel like at a certain point there's a responsibility from champions to fight other champions and other top guys. Top guys should fight top guys. And I feel like as long as that's taking place, I don't have a problem with it. But the problem that's taking place now is there's a few top guys, and the boxing world hasn't seen those guys, for the most part, all mix it up with each other. And I think that's the issue. And that starts creating the duck narratives because people feel like there's no reason why these dudes are in or around the same weight class and are not fighting. So I get it, but it's just not as cut and dry as ducking, right? You know what I mean? I think people have plans. I think, like, if you asking me, is Tank Davis ducking anybody? Hell no. But he ain't making a decision 100% himself, I don't think. You get what I'm saying? I think, you know, that's the point of having a team. Yeah, you got the final say. But like I said, when you've been as successful as what he's been and every opportunity they provided you with, you've made the most out of it. It's tough to then wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? I'm not doing what y'all say do, right? You don't completely disregard your advisory team and what, you know, you pay these people for a reason, right? So I get it, but on another note, maybe it might come to a situation where you might have to step out of that normal plan to make a fight. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just still early. You know what I mean? Nah, yeah, Ernie, I feel like that too. King G. Morley said for the amount of money they make, these fighters need to be fighting every 3 months. Yeah, man. They definitely need to be active, though, for sure. You know what I mean? Pitbull should try to piss off Tank. It's like pissing off Devin by kicking it with a drug cheat. Man, shout out to my guy, Rude, man. Julio Don said Gervonta Davis stopped Decker Shakur make the fight. Shout out to Julio. Yeah, and again, bro, he's not ducking them, right? I just think, you know, business need to be worked out, man, and the line of communication need to be established on both sides, and then you go from there. I don't have enough information to say somebody is not trying to fight the other guy. You get what I'm saying? I don't have. It's so much we don't know. But like I said, man, until I hear somebody turn down an offer or declining phone calls and they ain't trying to fight, then I ain't gonna put that on them. You know what I mean? It's very premature for that stuff. I actually do things they could potentially make them less money. Yeah, for sure, B-Dog. That's true too. Knowing the fight is what people want, but turn around and say timing ain't right is considered. Nah, because look, then there's the business side of it, Sonny, to consider, right? And that's what's at play. So all I'm saying is I understand the initial thought, right? But again, I just don't know what people's actual situation is. Like Shakur is in between, right? We know guys don't have an immediate opponent lined up, but you don't know what the conversation is like the minute Loma pulls out. Everybody wants to think the conversation is 100% Shakur, but I can't get the feel that that's the case. I think it's very early. I don't even think they know or they figured out quite yet which direction they going. I don't think neither guy know who they're fighting next, and I don't think neither guy made a decision to pursue one guy or the other just yet. I think it's early and people are weighing their options. And that why I say weighing their options, that's because that's the business side of it. You hear all day about how this fight might not be as big as what people think it is and all that. So what I'm saying is you hear a lot of different, arguments is why the fight ain't ready, why it shouldn't happen. So that'd be making me feel like the business is not going to give us this fight right now. But the fighters and the teams of the fighters are the ones that's going to get blamed for 100%. So it's tough, man. Crawford weigh-in? I'm not sure. I don't know what time. What time is the weigh-in? Or I thought somebody said the weigh-in was at night or something to that effect. I thought somebody said the weigh-in was at night. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. You should not tell the fight fans you want. Oh yeah, nah, I got you. Nah, I get that. I get that. But the problem I think again, Rude, when these dudes be talking about like, oh, stop ducking me to the, I want this one next. I think and this is not me giving him out. This is really how I see it. I think he's speaking from a fighter standpoint, from an individual standpoint. Yo, I want that fighter. I want to fight him. But again, when you go down and you sit down at the table with your people, right? Is y'all all on the same exact pages? That's what's in the plans for you, right? Or is it just as simple as you picking exactly who you want and saying, yo, give me that guy, and they doing exactly that? So I just don't know. I wish I knew what the conversations was. The only thing I want is the right information. You know what I mean? If the correct information was saying Shakur's turning down offers and don't want to fight, then that's what I would bring to y'all. You get what I'm saying? But it's very early, and I don't think they even gotten to that point where nobody can say nobody's avoiding nobody, right? We just want to know why they ain't in negotiations. People would like an answer to that. 9 p.m. got to be a ceremonial. Possibly, yeah, they already weighed in. So the weigh-ins posted already. Yeah, they said Crawford was 153.4. I'm tripping. Yeah, 153, I think, 0.4 or something to that fact. Yeah, Russell Haney, T.O. Nash record. B-Dog. Shout out to Sonny, man. Yeah, 153.4. Shout out to B-Dog. I thought I seen it right. Right, man. So we'll see, man. But, man, only time to tell, man, Only time to tell. We want to see all the same stuff, y'all. You know what I mean? I want these fights just as much as y'all do. But like I said, I've heard rumblings of him potentially fighting a rematch with Pitbull too. You know what I mean? So, that he been riding that wave for a while now. And if he come out here and get another knockout, and he's already put it on record that he's willing to go back down to 135, well, there you go. Especially if people still complaining about Shakur last performance. And because of that, they saying, yo, no. That fight ain't just ready just yet, or any other excuse they're going to try to use. That's what's going to happen. And one of the fighters are going to get blamed for a duck. This is simple. That's what's going on with boxing. That's exactly what's going on. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for your boy. But tomorrow, man, damn, it just started raining out here out of nowhere, man. They said this how the negotiations for Judah sent this for me. He said this how the negotiations for this how Shakur is waiting for Tank.
Get off that shit.
Yo, Judah, you a fool, bro. Yeah, that man is a fool. Ernie said, I'm excited for these fights tomorrow. Right. So just to, because I'm near the end of the show. I told you I was going to wrap up in another 15, but it's going to be a good card tomorrow, y'all. Terence Crawford, Madrimov, a solid card from top to bottom, a great card from top to bottom. He going in his 4th weight class, going up against an undefeated, tough, young, scrappy guy that can box, got power in both hands, you know what I mean? Can move a bit. You know what I mean? Very inexperienced on his behalf, which I think will be his undoing, aside from the skill level, right? But it's going to be a great card. It's good to see both big babies fighting, Big Baby Miller and Anderson on the same card. They got into a little back and forth. Big Baby Miller said win or lose, he still want to fight. He still want to fight Jaron Anderson. So, like I said before, I think they should fight for the name. No matter what happened in their respective fights, I think one of the next fights to be made is Big Baby Miller versus Big Baby Anderson, man. The battle of the big babies, man. Shout out to my guy, Creo, man. Much love to everybody. Rozilla, shout out to my guy, too, man. Rue said, Doug season. I feel you. I stall Debo out over here a little bit. But nah, that's why I don't call people ducks. Because I know business be getting done. I know people be having plans, and some of those dangerous fights don't be in these guys' immediate plans. Like, they're not in the rooms with their team saying, hey, man, what's the most dangerous fight we can get our guy? That's not it. That's not it. And I've heard directly from people that have been a part of them conversations. That's not what's going on. So I'm not saying that they don't never do that and go match their guy with somebody that can possibly beat them, but dudes is in it to make money. And they take calculated risks. I call it that. Boxing is a risk in and of itself. But I think guys take calculated risks, and they take those ultimate challenges when they feel like the time is right. They don't necessarily give it to you right away. Some fights we do, but sometimes they kind of milk it, for lack of a better term. They just kind of stretch it out a little bit, draw it out just a bit. Salute to the queen and reign, and peace to the queen, man. I appreciate you as always. Rob, better not mess up my parlay. Yeah, I'm rooting for him too, Rob, man. Rooting for Ryo, man. Hopefully he can come out here and get it done, man. Ace, my guy. Much love, man. So overall, man, tomorrow's going to be a great night of boxing, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's see if Pitbull is he going to do what a lot of people think he's going to do and get the knockout? Is Ryo going to cause the upset? Because I'm expecting him to be at a disadvantage, or not the favorite, should I say. So we'll see. But like I said, man, it's a pick'em fight, 50-50 type of scrap. Pitbull make a lot of mistakes in there, but Ryo makes some mistakes too. So it should be an interesting clash. Martin Bacoli is a good step up. I think the biggest step up for Jared Anderson to date, best fighter he's fighting on paper. Let's see if it ends up being one of his toughest fights to date. It still remains to be seen. Let's see. We don't know. David Morrell is fighting Kalajic Hot Rod. I think he's going to beat him. Should put up a fight, but I think Morrell is just on another level right now. And Kalajic is, I think he's like 33. Probably a much different point in his career, obviously. So I just don't see Morrell losing right now. What other fight did I miss? Big Baby Miller and Ruiz. That's a good scrap. Ruiz looked like he slimmed down. He looked like he's taking his opportunity very seriously. He got the fast hands. He's confident. He got a lot of heart. He's going to get in there and mix it up. Jarrell Miller, Big Baby Miller, clean fighter now, not messing around with the PEDs. Looked like a much different fighter since. Not really, was never really the biggest puncher. Like, I ain't saying he can't punch, but he's not that. He's an accumulation knockout guy, more so than a one-punch knockout guy, if you ask me. Now, since being caught with the PED situation, he's just like a different fighter. His conditioning don't quite look the same. He did say he was going through a lot, divorce and all types of stuff, so he is human. He did lose about 40-some-odd pounds. So both Ruiz and Big Baby Miller look like they took this opportunity serious. I think low-key, that could be the sleeper fight on the card. Because we expect Ryo to be good. We expect Morrell to do what he do. We expect Crawford, for the most part, to do what he do. Right? Andy Cruz gonna do what he do, right? But I think Ruiz and Miller can be a somewhat of a treat simply because of the shape that both guys came in. I think they really took this opportunity serious. I mean, salute to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Jusdu. How you feeling, baby girl? My bro, Zoom Verse. Always good to see you, Brody. Appreciate you always sharing the lives as well, man. Salute to you, my guy. So, yeah, man, I think we're in for a good treat, man. You could look out for the potential upsets simply because this has been a year to upset. People have been, favorites have been losing. We have been seeing it. So let's see if anybody slip there. Upsets, it make things interesting for boxing, right? The good upset would be Ryo knocking out Pitbull, or if he can't knock him out, just beating him on points, right? That'd be a good upset right there. Know what I mean? Because like people said that maybe they'd calm down on the rematch talks for the people that don't want to see it. So basically, Ryo winning is good news in a way for people that's not interested in potentially seeing Tank rematch Pitbull right now, right? Or, you know what I mean? Pitbull winning is good for people that don't mind the rematch. So let's see. Always upsets on turkey cards. I'm telling you, somebody gonna get cash. Somebody gonna get clipped, man. I wouldn't be surprised to see at least one upset on the card. Let's see if all the favorites win or if it's any upsets at all. I really want to see that. I really want to see. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button for your bro too, man. If y'all have. But yeah, man, it might be. It might be one, man. Maybe one or two. Maybe one or two of them. But let's see, man. Like the one I got my eye on is Ryo and Pitbull for sure. That's the fight to watch for me. And like I said, a sleeper fight could be Ruiz and Miller, Big Baby Miller. My bad, y'all. Hit that by mistake. Still catch the playback. On a mission, man. If y'all can, man, anybody, if y'all have it, y'all check out my bro Zoom. Help my good brother get to the 500 sub mark, man. Shout out to my bro doing that good gaming content over there. Said Bambi Leagues. Man, it's something else I'm gonna bring up, man. Something I don't like. I ain't a fan of them man bags, man. I think they trying to slowly turn, never mind. I'm gonna just leave it. But yeah, man, them man bags, I ain't a fan of them man bags, them big ass bags that men be running around carrying. Things look like luggage, like fancy luggage for women or something, and they trying to call them man bags. I'm not into that. I hate it, man. I don't like them. But man, salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy, man. I'm gonna cut out early, man. I want everybody in here to enjoy the rest of their matter of fact, let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man. We could go there real quick. Let me show. I ain't into this. No shot. I ain't got no shade, no shot. I'm just saying my preference. Maybe I'm too broke. But I can never envision myself saying, you know what, being in any store, anywhere, and saying, you know what? Let me get one of them. Let me go.
Y'all gotta know the difference between
bigger than me.
A hack bag,
big ass bag,
and a Birkin bag. So this is a man's carry-on bag when you travel. So
imagine my skinny ass running around with one of them.
A male carry-on bag
like a damn
like, oh, that's a Birkin. You have to know the difference. Look it up. HAC. It's a hack bag, but I like to call it a hot, but it's really called a hack. You see, it's the size of it. No.
Mexican boxing, salute.
It's a difference. This is a man's carry-on.
I wish you would, man. That money, that's easy money. Mexican boxing, that's easy money, man. Bud Crawford about to beat Madrimov up. You better save your money or change your bet. I'm telling you. I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to save you some money, bro. Trying to save you some money, yo. I'm telling you, hey, bro, I'll be running around looking like a damn balance beam holding one of them joints out of my hand. Big ass bag.
Halloween.
Both of you said, he looking crazy. Running around looking like the human hangman. You get what I'm saying? I'll be running around looking like the human hangman. Bogus as hell. Like with Justin, let that money go to his head. Justin, let that YouTube money go to his head. I can hear y'all now. And he said he would never wear them bags. Look at him, bagged out. With he talking about Birkins and hack bags. Look, my ass too broke for all that. I don't get. Give me what the hack bag costs. Give me the cash. We talking about a Birkin. I don't want no damn Birkin bag. In my mind, hearing Birkin, I immediately think females. Like that is for women. Y'all get whatever happened. What's wrong with a book bag? What's wrong with the what is it? With the North Face backpack? What's wrong with one of them? Since when did backpacks go out of style? And we just say, you know what? After backpacks, we're gonna do these big ass muscular bags. They muscular, but they still look like they for women. No matter what, they just look like they for women. Nobody is gonna convince me that a bag that big is not for a woman. What man is running around with a bag that big? What you trying to put in there? People? Like, bro, what you trying to put the kids in there? Like, what you putting in that bag? If I gotta carry that much shit where I need a bag that big, bro, I might. What are you on vacation? Like, what type? I want to know what goes in a bag that big. What do you even put in that shit? Like, come on, man. Accessories? Like, what? Imagine having to dig in your bag for your phone. Like, that's what women do that. You gotta look over it. Hand me that bag. Bag big as hell. Nah, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I'm cool. Maybe I ain't cultured enough. I don't know what to call it, but I ain't into the big bag look, man. That ain't for me. Give me a backpack, bro. I'll do a backpack. If I can't fit it in my pocket, I probably don't need it on me anyway, bro. I ain't about to be running around with that. Hell nah. Said nah, mine was fire. I don't remember it, Remo. I don't remember it, man. But it wasn't that big ass. That's a luggage bag, suitcase bag. You could go on vacation for at least 3 months with that bag Floyd whipped out of that box. That box big as hell. Nah, check the box out. That box was bogus as hell. Check the box. You bet damn delivered me no box. Bag. I thought it was 2 of them things. One? See that big bag, man. Nah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's rich people stuff, though.
So, now I gotta know the difference between a hack bag and a Birkin bag. So this is
Then he proceeds to go into explaining it to us what the difference of the bag is, man. Bro, we don't care for we can't afford them shit. Well, I'm gonna speak for me. I can't afford one no way. Give me the money that the hack bag costs. Ain't shit I'm carrying on me where I need a hack bag, bro. Like, it's nowhere. What's the occasion where you say, yeah, let me take this out with me. I'm gonna bring this one out. Nah, I'm absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hack bag my ass. He's a boy, David. You know what I'm saying? Melanin Queen, no handles, like straight. Like, yo, hand me that bag over there. Hey, D for the win. Hand me that bag, bro. Hand me my bag. What you need? I'm getting my cell phone and my wallet, my keys. Like, nah. Hell nah, but just a little joke. Shout out to Floyd though, but I never thought bags was for men though. All jokes aside, I don't. Why you mad? What's good? It look like a good fit to elbows. You get what I'm saying? That's damn briefcase luggage right there. That's brief luggage right there. That shit like a briefcase, luggage, all in one. Briefcase, luggage, purse, all in one. I'm telling you. Irvin Mack, my guy, salute to you, bro. Yeah, you don't want to take that. I'll do it. Go get a bigger bag to him. Black Boxing Dame, Rude is sorry. Blocks. Oh, man, nah, Rude is a good brother, man. That's my guy. You just probably got off on the wrong foot with Rude, man. He be over there cooking, man. You know? He a good brother, man. He one of the family over here, man. Shout out to my guy, Rude Exposure, man. That happens sometimes because you might come in and catch a person while they cook. You might, I mean, all people that love boxing is welcome here as long as you ain't, on that trolling energy. But again, man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Salute to my bro Irvin. Now, yeah, his levels of being rich. Yeah, he on it. We gonna say he on another level of rich, deep for the win, respectfully. We just gonna leave it at that. Floyd, you on another level, bro. I ain't on that. I ain't at the point where them big ass bags is appealing to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody, man. Again, much love, much appreciation to the family. Always a dope build, man. I'm still debating whether or not they want to call this fight card or not. But like I said, I think I should put a poll up when I get off of here, and I'll see if people want it, then I'll give it to them. You know, I got 20 of them bags. It's just, I'm telling you, all different seasons, bro. He went over. He had 2 more other bags over there lined up. Floyd over there promoting his ass off. Shout out to Floyd, man. That's my guy and definitely one of my favorite fighters of all time, man. I just tell little jokes, never nothing disrespectful, man. That's my guy. I rock with Floyd. But he another level, Rich Floyd on another level right now. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to my guy, Shakur. Shout out to Tank Davis, my guy, Tank Davis, man. Shout out to this Riyadh card tomorrow, Terence, Crawford, and the rest of the game, man. We going to be in for a treat. Y'all all make sure y'all enjoy that fight card tomorrow because it's going to be a hell of a one, man. Right in there, Fender, right in there. You know what I'm saying? Dog, that's like a dog bag or something, though, bro. I'm telling you. But shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy. Y'all make sure you hit the like button, sub to the channel on the way out. If you haven't, man, shout out to everybody in the super chat, everybody in the cash chat, man. I truly appreciate all the support. And y'all already know we're going to keep building, man. So we're going to catch y'all tomorrow, and we're going to enjoy these fights. You already know. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Sunday. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdueboxing shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.